when you see a baby, right? Somebody has a baby.
Yeah.
There's some ugly ass babies
There's
out
some
there.
very ugly
Like newborns,
babies.
they're
I work
freaking
with
ugly.
babies. Trust
Do you
me,
guys
they are.
like when
Newborns are
everyone
ugly.
says that's a cute baby? What do you guys do? What do you guys say?
I'm at the point.
Oh,
well, this-
congratulations.
Yeah.
He's healthy.
Oh, that's a baby. It's a
What is
baby,
this, a
all right.
Seinfeld episode?
I've always
Well, like-
said it.
no, but
Babies
being
are
like, seeing
not
as
very
like, you
cute
know,
when they're babies.
because, you know, being a mother, being a father, you guys understand how.
When I gave
Yeah.
birth to
Yeah.
my second child, my
Oh,
first
geez.
was a C-section, so I didn't get to hold him right away. And I was not the mom that was like, oh. They put the baby on me, and I was like,
No, stop it.
It's okay. I realized on
worries,
this
no
vacation
stress.
that I'm fat.
Oh my God, you
Yo,
and me
I'm
both.
so fluffy
I'm
right
officially fat.
Dude.
"You are
now.
not
Don't look at the
fat."
BMI. It's a lie.
No,
Don't
no,
you
no.
dare
I just
say
looked
that.
at myself. I literally looked at the mirror and I was like, oh, because I was mostly shirtless there because it was so hot. And I was like, God damn, I'm fat.
I went there, you know, because I was at my highest was when we were in Aruba. I was at 230.
Okay.
And then, you know, I went down to 215. So I was super happy. I'm good. I'm like, I'm going to keep going, keep going.
What,
keep
what's your weight that you're?
that I'm good at? 185.
That's my weight that I'm going for.
But I'm aiming right now. I'm aiming to hit 205. I mean, 205.
That's what I am now.
Okay. But, you know, 205, like, you know,
205?
205.
I gained weight on vacation
205?
and I didn't eat.
You don't
Bro,
look
I gained
like
weight. That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I went there at 215. I came back. I was like, this morning I checked. I was like 219. I'm like, God damn.
Water retention.
But I knew it was going to
Yeah, a lot of
happen.
it
Oh,
is
yeah.
water
No, it was food
It's the
retention.
pressure of the plane and shit like that. I'll
Yeah.
put
You're just
it on.
back
No,
up.
I ate bad. Like, I was just eating all the time. And I don't, usually when I'm here, I eat like maybe like once a day. Over there, I was eating like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Once a day.
Yeah.
I just watched the other video with Phil talking
Yeah.
about his snacks and once a day. You guys,
What?
so bad for you.
Not good. Not good. No.
To eat once a day.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I can't. No.
I'll have a
I love food too
good
much.
meal. I'll say like, you know, for like lunch / supper. But for the most part, like I'll drink. I'm not saying like I won't drink like a smoothie or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big eater, to be honest.
How much do you think is your calorie intake per day? It's not a trick question.
I used no.
like,
it is a trick question.
Yo.
It depends on the day and what
Yeah,
I
man,
eat.
it depends what the food
no, but your
is.
average.
My average. Yeah, I gotta get back to you on that one. That's I really don't know.
Yeah. And how many calories do you think you burn a day?
Not a lot.
Okay, so
Well, when I hit the gym, because
I could tell
like
you
I
exact
stopped.
numbers
I
of
haven't hit
that.
the gym in like a couple weeks with everything happening, whatever. But like generally speaking, yeah, I mean, I hit the gym every day. I pretty much think I burn a decent amount. I'm thinking I'd have to check my phone actually. I track it.
You
Like
burn- you burn
700
more calories.
calories.
outside of the
700?
gym.
No, isn't
Sorry?
You burn more
100 calories
calories
if you do like
outside
a
of the
really
gym.
intense
Like walking around and
workout.
everything
oh yeah,
else.
you're talking
That
about the
makes sense.
workout.
Yeah,
like the
like-
whole day, you're
makes
supposed to
sense.
burn around, ideally around 18 to 2,000.
Right.
Ideally,
What dream
that's.
is this?
I'm sure you're.
She's like,
I'm
I'm
sure you're burning more
sitting.
than that.
I go about 2,200 a day.
2,200
depending. And
That's
I'm on-
bulking or that's leaning.
Right now it's bulking. So I'm
Okay.
on 2,300 calories
Yeah,
a
bro.
day, and I'm trying to burn. I'm supposed to have about 300 calories over what I burn.
Before we start on that, by the way, last time you came on the pod, you said that was your last tournament. Just for your information.
I got to do it one more time.
Knew it. I
One
called
more
it.
time.
I
Is
called
the
it.
addiction? But it's a good addiction.
You know what? It's for me. It's not really an addiction. It's more of a personal.
Goal.
Yeah, because like I know I'm never gonna go pro. Like I'm not gonna go to the U.S. and be doing these pro shows. I'm 45 years old, right? It's really just a personal. I really like doing it.
No, you like
That's
doing
good
it.
enough reason.
That's on
Yeah.
you. You're the one who
Yeah.
said this is my last one.
I know.
And I was like, for sure, she's
What,
not.
Note to
made you,
self,
why,
never
why did,
see
why
this
did you
again.
say was your last one the last time?
I just feel like, well, I'm getting older, and
The preparation
This is
and
my
stuff?
hobby, right? It's
Yeah.
not my profession, and it's a lot. It's expensive too, and I thought it would be my last one, but one more time.
You finished second on the last one.
I did.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Congrats.
That's why I
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she finished first.
I saw
On
the
all the
pictures.
others,
So you did 4, 2 first, 2 second, right?
yeah. Well, I did on all the others. I got first place. On the third one, I got first in my category, second in the open.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And this year I got second. I just, but that
That's why you're going
morning,
back.
I'm
You're
really-
aiming for that
Yes.
number one spot again.
I gotta go back
Yeah.
and redeem myself.
Hell no, I'm going back.
Yeah, I just didn't go my way, but that's okay. That's okay.
So this opens up the leeway to what I wanted to talk about today.
Is it now?
It's actually a reoccurring subject, but I want to define something. I'm going to ask you the question straight up. What is beauty for you?
That's a good question. Because
Tendency of asking good questions.
you know what? It's a good question because there's so many different things, right? Because, I mean, you look at a person and you're like, wow, they're beautiful to you.
But what defines for you somebody or something
Wait, I'm getting to that.
beautiful?
You see the outside first, but a person can be beautiful or not so beautiful depending on their character as well. So somebody can be super good looking and you're like, wow, and then their character and their personality makes them not very beautiful. But I think in general, it is for me, it's from the inside, because that too will make a person more attractive and more beautiful. And I think it's just, for me, it's the whole package.
No, I get that.
I can say I don't
politically
base
correct.
things on like, or maybe men. I could say I don't know if we base things on beauty or more attractiveness, right? Like
Yeah.
so.
But you guys are
It's a fine
okay. So
line.
let me
I'm
rephrase
trying
that question.
to,
No, you
think
guys
of
are
it.
trying
I'm
to
not
be very
sure.
politically correct. But
No, I'm not. You didn't let me finish. But go on, rephrase.
No, but what I meant
I'm
by
trying
that
to think
is if you see somebody, regardless, and we're not going to get to
Yeah.
the
Of
of
personality
what they
right away.
look like, yeah.
You just see somebody
Yes.
walking the street.
Yeah.
Why would that person make you say, "Wow, that's beautiful," or "That's ugly," or "That's
That's
just"?
what I
Because
was.
they're
That's what I was.
asymmetrical.
That's what I was gonna get at.
Okay,
right?
because that's
literally
super
what it is.
personal, though.
That's what I'm
It
trying
is.
to say. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna get at. Because for
Pleasing
me,
to
it's
the
not beauty.
eye.
It's
Okay.
what I'm attracted to. Because
So what are you attracted to?
So let's say I like thighs, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna look at the body, the shape or whatever, right? It's gonna capture my eye 1st. You know? Yeah, straight up, real
course.
talk. You know, before I fall in love with their personality.
Right.
So with that being said, how would you define something beautiful as a painting, as
So-
a plate? What's based on that?
So now, but wait, hold on. I'm talking about so attractiveness will get me first. Then when I'm looking, because for beauty for me, I'm talking about the visual aspect. I love lips, you know, like the curvature, you know, the heart shaped lips, everything like that. I love eyes, you know. So for example, for like if I'm to name like a beautiful woman, right? For me, an actress, so everybody wouldn't like. I don't know if everyone would know, but you'll probably know. You know Megan Good.
yes, of course.
Like for me, like that's
Isn't she dating?
what's his name? Yes, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, Jonathan
Yes,
Major.
yes.
That's why I was
know
like,
who that is.
I'll show you guys a
Oh,
picture of
an
her afterwards.
ex-fella.
But for me, like in terms of beauty, like if I would have a standard, we want me to define that look for me.
just don't like
is it.
her straight eyebrows thing. Tattooed eyebrows she did.
But now you're going into the aesthetics piece of what they do, right? Like not necessarily like
But it's permanent. It's tattooed.
yeah, but that's what I mean. That's the
it's kind
aesthetics
of
piece.
her
I thought
now.
we were talking like for me, I was talking about like the natural. If we're talking about beauty, like I love a natural beauty. I love a natural look. But once again, does that mean that I'm going to, you know, it's always going to capture me? You know, I have to be attracted to you because you could be beautiful, but I still might not be attracted. I could just say, "Oh, that's a beautiful
Yeah.
woman."
Yes.
I agree
You know
with
what I
this.
mean?
100%.
But I don't have that
Like, I could see it.
attraction. You
Yeah,
know,
I could see a man and say, "Wow, he is beautiful."
He's a beautiful
but
man,
he doesn't
yeah.
attract me.
But what does he look? What
What's
does
the
a
look? What's the
beautiful
look?
man look like for you?
Chris Bumstead.
Who?
I knew
What's
you.
his name?
Tor?
Chris Bumstead.
Oh no.
He
Who's
is
that?
Mr.
Yeah.
Olympia.
Oh.
6-time champion.
What is
So
a
you like
beautiful
these
man?
oversized?
So the beautiful men. I'm trying to think of an actor that I could say is like, "Wow, that's a beautiful man." No, see, it's not. No.
he has that wild feral
Yeah,
look.
exactly. But it's not a beautiful man. Like I'm trying to think of someone that I could say like, wow, he's so beautiful. It's so hard. Like
Henry Cavill, whatever.
see Henry Cavill. There you go. He is a beautiful man, but he's not. I'm not attracted to that type of man.
Really?
I could recognize that
He's
very
a nerd. He's good looking.
Yeah, I could.
clean
So my
cut.
mind is like, wow, like very symmetrical, like nice eyes, perfect teeth, a nice body. It's like I recognize it because I think beauty is a concept that society has put on us.
yes.
Yes.
So, and if you pay attention, it changes over time. Even like the way that we put our makeup on, we do our eyebrows as
Just
women.
look at the Kardashians.
Or like the
Thick,
big
the
butts.
thin.
Before it was all about the model look. That was
It's
super
the
attractive,
style,
you know,
yeah.
super beautiful. I don't know, it's ever changing. And I think sometimes our attractiveness is swayed by that. Like what society like claims that, okay, this
Nah.
is conceptual beauty. He's
Maybe-
like, I'm above all this.
No, not even. I think it's cultural because let's say, for example, within like the
Yeah,
black
that's what I
culture,
mean, depending
whenever
on
they were
society.
showing from way back in the days, and they were showing like Victoria's Secret models, and they were like, "This is what's beautiful," and all the white guys I knew growing up was
Feed
like,
her.
"She's hot," you know. I was always like, "Nah," you know what I mean? And like, I think it was, and I guess it's in terms of what you're looking at. So to your
Right.
point, where you're right. Because we're not watching like Victoria's Secret catalogs like
No,
growing up like
right.
us, you know, from our culture. We're seeing, you know, real life, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, what you're
So
used
while
to, yeah.
girls were out there starving themselves at those times and to look good, to look a
Mm-hmm.
certain way, and guys are saying, "Oh, that's hot." To me, I was like, "Not
No, it's not.
really."
Because like there's the thing that says like you can't see what I see.
Yeah,
even
that's
if
so true.
You see it. So
beauty in
what
the eye
I
of the beholder.
am looking at is not like, even though we're both looking at the same thing, you don't see it the
same way.
Nope. Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, right? And they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yep,
that
yep.
that term is actually
Exactly.
is accurate, but beauty is also in the behind of marketing too. You know what I mean? At the same time, because
The marketing is based on that, actually.
of course,
Right?
of course.
So it's a whole science behind what attracts us, even when it comes to numbers. The 599, the logic behind it, and the
Yeah.
598,
Yeah.
Instead of
there's actually psychology behind it.
talk to
For
me,
sure. And there is
That's
a
like-
standard of beauty too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all cultures.
But they
I
keep.
think.
But the only difference is
that's true.
the standards of beauty keep on changing, right?
They do, but at the same time, they don't because it's always the majority of what people like.
But,
But
it changes.
It's the standard according to who?
Well,
So
I
it's-
think it's
so it's-
that's it. The majority.
Yeah, what dicta-
right?
what
It's what
dictates it?
people.
What dictates it is America right now. America is literally
Yeah.
the founder of what is beautiful today.
That is true.
They're the ones because of their
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
because of their, the artists, the musicians,
Yep.
and stuff like
They
that.
sold a dream.
They're selling a dream. It's
sold
not
a
an
dream,
American
yeah.
dream anymore. It's an international dream, a beauty dream. And when I was making fun of the Kardashians, is just if you look at their change physically, they keep on evolving depending on the technology that is in hand, what money can buy.
True.
And it's crazy because before in the 80s, technology wasn't up to par except maybe implants.
boob
Yeah, that's
jobs,
pretty much,
yeah.
and that was really, badly seen then. If
You think so? It was?
somebody got a boob job, they would never say it. Oh no, I just had
That's
a
true.
Well,
There was a
Pamela,
time it
Pamela,
was
like
more
Pamela
hush-hush.
Anderson was very
No,
like popular
that's-
for it.
Yeah,
and-
but that was very
she's
obvious.
probably,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
she couldn't
damn.
hide. She could not hide.
but she's the one who literally started. It's okay to have fake boobs and
Yeah.
the oversized.
I,
boobs.
and that's why I mentioned her, right? Because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that was the first time of me
But that's
knowing
late 90s, right?
Baywatch.
that was 90s,
Yeah, the
early
early
90s.
90s,
Early
yeah.
90s.
Baywatch was
Early
probably.
Yeah,
90s.
Baywatch is like 90, 91, 92.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
makes
early
sense.
90s. That's right.
But like that was my first, time seeing, I would say, like fake boobs, right? And not, I was like, what are those? You know? Exactly.
No, because usually those big boobs came with big people, right? It was really rare that you would have like a model body with oversized balloons on them.
Yeah.
Balloons.
So and then now we have the BBLs,
yeah.
and now it's just getting surreal now because
Well, I think it's going.
Yeah.
I think it's starting to kind of flip back right now in
like,
terms of
please let it be proportional to your body.
yeah,
it's
because
doing better.
they're getting better, but also I'm seeing like there were some like I guess what do you call them, influencers? Yeah, sorry,
My
like,
favorites.
who started like the trend of like kind of like removing like certain implants and
Yes.
fillers and
Yes,
stuff like
they
that
are.
to go more back to a natural look. You know what I mean?
It's like Alicia Keys with no makeup thing that
was just
lasted
about to
a
say
year.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I know. I think it lasted a little bit longer for her.
Yeah, they're dissolving all their
But like a lot of
fillers, their Botox.
exactly. So I'm
Because
hoping that catches on.
But I think it's because they're starting to understand that
The reality.
this stuff actually does not just dissipate and leave your body.
The reality,
It actually
yep.
migrates elsewhere.
And that's what one of them was saying.
Yeah, but
she
that's
realized
it. It's just the fear of realizing, oh shit, this is actually not gonna. It's
not good for me.
or beauty.
I have a
It's
different
gonna
take.
away.
I feel like all these people are full of shit. It's just another way to grab attention.
Yes.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
after you got all the money because of everything you did and all
Yeah.
the attraction, then they're like, I'm going all natural. Shut the fuck up. You're just trying to create a new lane,
but what's supposed to happen?
not talk about it and just do it,
Right.
right? But this is a way of doing more content and trying to take the high road all of a sudden. It's like those porn stars now are saying, "Oh, remove all the porns." If I would have known, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like you had gangbangs over gangbangs after gangbangs. At what point did you not realize this
But-
was going to come and bite you in the ass?
But just to play devil's advocate for a
Please.
sec, you know, as humans, we are like always in the constant state of flux, right? So sometimes we change, you know, we change our thought process. One thing that we believed in when we were growing up may not be the very same thing that we believe in like now at this point in time. Now the difference is, let's say for someone who was an actress on, you know, porn or whatever it is at that point, is that your stuff is now permanently out there,
It's
you know, once and for
quantified.
all, right? You can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. But it doesn't mean that they shouldn't be able. I think it's okay for them to say that, you know, if they want to dissuade, if they could reach out to someone that, hey, if you're thinking about getting into it, this is. I'm saying it's not what it's cracked out to be. Like I think it's okay for people to
okay.
to do that and to change, you know. So
Or
That's
people
already-
don't assume is basically
they
what
just
you're
they
saying,
ju-
right?
just it happens to them once there's so much
Achieve.
competition and they get older and there's the new thing coming in and they're tired, and then the porn industry particularly, it's going crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
And at one point they're like, listen, I can't keep up. Like at this point, and all of a sudden they have this conscious, they have kids. All of a sudden they're like, oh shit, I fucked up. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know,
An epiphany.
yeah,
yeah, I feel like you were gonna say something, Laurie.
You know what? I lost my train
I
of
had a
thought.
feeling. Yeah, it's okay.
I think it's like I agree with what you're saying 100%.
Right, you were
because,
starting
they
there.
change, but this I agree with you too. The celebrity thing, it's just another way of
Grabbing attention, monetizing.
because they're already out there, and I cannot listen to any of the celebrity things. I don't follow
Yeah.
them. I
I
can't do it.
don't.
So who do you follow now?
I follow all the bodybuilders.
So okay, all right.
that's
So
a form
I'll
of
follow
beauty,
some
too.
celebrities just because whatever. But like people are talking about this like the P Diddy thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. I don't.
That's a good
listen
thing.
to it. I can't because
But now, imagine if you were the bodybuilder, then you'd be like, "Fuck this guy." No,
Yeah.
that's just what I just say.
the thing is like I just it's like they're just people, right? And they're
True.
out there because they're celebrities.
Yeah, we made them that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. But like there's so many things going on with so many other people that
True.
like you would never hear about it because we're just not
But
Caught
celebrities.
it's
up in
news,
that.
right? It's clickbait at this
It-
point.
it is,
right?
and
They're
like-
trying to attract our attention for the information, the news, and media right now is on this need to feed us constantly something
Absolutely.
new
Yeah.
and to catch us. And you know, ideally, if a wave can last like a week or two, it's good. If not, on to the next. On
Yeah,
to the
news
next, on to
cycles
the
and
next.
stuff, yeah.
Fast. It has to be. super
Diddy's
fast,
having
yeah.
new arrests like every 2 days.
Yeah, there's a
I
new, there's a
don't
brand
even
new
know what's
allegation
happening
now.
there.
right?
7 new.
Oh my
And
gosh.
now you're like, okay, is this real? Like, you really do all
We'll
this
find
stuff
out in
now?
May.
Like, yeah,
In May.
But
It's May.
yeah, it's May.
He's going
the-
to
I
court.
don't even know what happened. I have no idea.
Too much.
So,
Zero.
so
But
you know
before-
the Epstein and the all of those
Weinstein.
Weinsteins, combine them together
All in
and
one.
make it a rap video, and that's voila.
But let me ask you,
Crazy. Yeah,
he
you know,
fucked
you
up.
didn't answer the question about beauty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so
Yeah.
beauty for me, because the reason why I was talking about this, it was like, how do I decide that I find this car beautiful, this person beautiful, these shoes beautiful, whatever it is, what is it? The
Things that
color?
you like, attributes that you like.
Exactly. But then I realized with time, if you look at older pictures
Yeah.
and then you look at yourself, your style, your haircut,
Voila.
the shoes, and you're like, yuck, that was
Yes.
No,
nasty.
marketing.
Why did I
Yeah,
wear
marketing.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. And then you're like, but I found that beautiful then. I was so happy that I had that shirt. That was my favorite shirt, my favorite haircut, whatever it was.
But I don't know if I attribute that to beauty though. Like for me, like
so
like
what would you attribute? Like,
because your style is your style, right? So that's the difference in terms
But
of
you
like when
like
we're
your
talking
style.
about. But we're talking about because when I was thinking about beauty, I'm talking about like something that is appealing in the first of like visually, like your face, right? Now I'm talking about the style. But I'm looking at someone like when I attribute that. Same thing for a car, right? So a car for me, because my taste in cars, even the car that I loved back then, it'll still remain, right? Because of the things that I liked, like let's say for example, whether it's the color, whether it was like or if it's American Muscle, like I'm an American Muscle guy, right? When it comes to cars, so
muscle cars,
the
yeah.
style, the shape, etc. So even as the years go by, I never
Those
really-
remain.
Those remain.
Those remain.
Those remain.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, do you
Yeah.
find yourself beautiful?
Of course, man. I love myself.
Okay. When you look at older pictures, do you always find yourself beautiful?
When I was growing up, I didn't.
Okay.
Right? But that was steeped more in terms of like I was super skinny, had that long neck, and those are people telling me, "Oh, you got a long neck. Oh, you got a small head. This stuff."
Yeah.
Until like I grew into my own, and then I realized,
So at
I'm
what
okay.
point did you find yourself beautiful?
great question. Actually, I'm probably around 20. I want to say like 25, 26.
What happened?
Confidence kicked in. Yeah, confidence kicked in. And like, don't get it twisted. Like, I was always told, like, oh, you know, cute, but I never like, you know, like,
I'm
thanks.
beautiful, you assholes.
You know what I mean?
So would you?
I'm a butterfly.
So would you agree to say that beauty has a direct correlation with confidence?
Yeah, I think there's definitely okay. So
I think it's the word.
beauty of yourself, right? Like we talk about for yourself.
Whatever. If I'm confident enough to say this is beautiful, right, and I stand
Like the
behind it.
painting.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I find it beautiful, even if everybody disagrees.
But that's opinion, right?
That's
But
true.
beauty is opinion.
But it is
100%.
because it's what you favor, right? It's just the word. If you really think about the word beautiful, it's just something that means, oh, like you're favored. Like, oh, what a beautiful woman. It means, oh, there's interest. You know what I mean? It's the same thing when you like things. You favor it, so you're going to give it a name. And I guess we chose the word beautiful. It's beautiful. Like the car is beautiful because you favor it. You know what I mean? So,
But because you're
Makes it
confident
remarkable.
enough that your taste is good for you,
yeah.
right? It's like, I remember when I was younger, we had a group of friends, we were maybe 7, 8 guys. And we all had different tastes of women. But there was one particular in the group that
Oh, Lord.
that had this tendency of this delusion. That's what we believed then. That he,
Delulu.
he would always go for the grenade,
Oh.
but he would find them beautiful. We would be happy because, you know, you eliminate one and we're good.
Damage control.
But then you realize, you know, taste for whatever reason. There's the psychology behind it. Maybe it's something he saw when he was younger. I know my taste in women, and to a certain extent
Has
today,
evolved.
was based on the first porn I saw when I was 14 years old.
That's where your taste in woman came from.
Like,
Thank God my taste in woman didn't come from that because it was some messed up shit. But go on.
Because if you really think about it, you could be subconsciously manipulated into thinking of what is beautiful.
I
Just
agree,
because
but that's what they do with paintings.
Because
I
we
think with
don't
art,
realize.
that's exactly what's done with art.
It's
like
really
they're always like,
dangerous.
"This is gorgeous. This is amazing. You should love this."
Yeah.
And if you don't get it,
$10 million.
you're not like us, and you're stupid.
I think it's like
You know,
slow
like-
But
down.
I think that's more that you're just going along with what everybody.
Yes.
Because it's insecurity.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
But
I
the art
agree, I
industry and
agree,
the
but a
fashion
part-
industry is based on that.
yeah, but I'm confident enough to be like, I don't care if you guys all like that. I think it's ugly.
100%. That's good. So many people aren't.
But a lot of people,
Like-
it's the subconscious, right? It's really this in the background constantly playing, and we sometimes have no control over it. But if you can catch it, that's a different thing. Where you're saying, no, this is just this is trending. This
Let
is
me ask
just
you guys
like-
a question.
Yes.
Because with what Laurie said and what you're saying, when you see a baby, right? Somebody has a baby.
Yeah.
There's some ugly
There's
ass
newborns.
babies
There's
out
some
there.
very ugly
Like newborns,
babies.
they're
I work
freaking
with
ugly.
babies. Trust
Do
me,
you
they
guys
are.
like when
Newborns are
everyone says
ugly.
that's a cute baby? What do you guys do? What do you guys say?
I'm at the point.
Oh,
well, this-
congratulations!
Yeah.
He's healthy.
Oh, that's a baby. It's a
What is
baby,
this, a
all right.
Seinfeld episode?
I've always
But
said it.
No, but
Babies
being
are
like
not
seeing as
very
like, you
cute
know,
when they're babies.
because being a mother, being a father, you guys understand how.
when I gave
Parents.
birth to my
Yeah.
second child, my
Oh,
first
geez.
was a C-section, so I didn't get to hold him right away. And I was not the mom that was like, oh, they put the baby on me, and I was like,
No, stop it.
I was like,
With
"Oh."
love.
You're on camera. You see-
I swear to God, I was like, are you gonna clean him? I was so like,
yeah.
And that's your second one.
yeah, because my first I didn't get to hold him right away.
So he's all cleaned up, and then you wake up,
know,
you're
so
like,
I was
oh,
like,
And your third?
You have 3, right?
yeah, I have 3.
So he has middle child complex now.
And then your
That's
third
okay.
one?
Totally does actually. Yeah.
And your third one?
Same thing. I was like, clean the child now, and
clean this
The
child.
child. This nameless baby.
Who is this thing?
I'm like, now my kids
Ian.
are older, and people when they have babies, they're like, "Do you want to hold the baby?"
No,
And
you're
I'm
like, no.
no.
Yeah, I was like that for a long time.
Like, oh, so
Yeah,
cute.
no, yeah.
I used to love babies. Since I had my babies, now I don't care about other people's babies.
Yes. Like, I
You're
don't
not
like
wild.
other
Leave me
people's
alone.
babies. I'm
There's
like, I don't wanna
exceptions,
hold the
though.
baby. Yes,
There's
of
exceptions.
course.
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
Bashir's kids, yes, because he's so close
Because
to
you
me.
favor
That's
him.
your boy.
He's your
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
Well, it's like
that's
my
it.
nieces. Obviously I like them, but I'm like other people's kids and
Yeah.
babies. I'm like, ugh,
I work
But
with
you know,
them.
it's a good question. Like in the, like family members and cousins and friends, and then, you're like, oh, but they're so beautiful, and somebody was like, no, they're not.
That's me.
You're like, what do you mean?
I'm that person.
They are. They're no, they're
Yeah,
not.
like,
They're not
no.
beautiful. It's like that's how
Like
much.
I won't try to crush you or
of us-
nothing, but
Like
you know.
that's how much we're influenced by like our own
You don't want to like offend people?
no, like we're so biased, right?
Yeah.
If it favors us, we'll be like, they're beautiful. And
Bro.
we're like, no, bro, they're ugly.
I just get the answer to the question.
like my family's probably the worst family like
Oh, shit.
to have with that shit because if your kid's got a big head, they're gonna let you know. If your
Yo,
kid's
what
got
is that?
like they do that to their own
My family
children,
too is
like
awful.
literally, like. My cousin calls like his son ears, you know, because he's got big ears and stuff. Like they'll give you a complex before.
But you guys are not really creative with the nicknames. Huh?
It is what it is.
Ears.
It is what it is,
No,
bro.
stop.
But what
Yeah.
happens if there's two people with big ears?
Ears one and Ears Junior. You know, like, the sequel. You know what I mean? Like,
The sequel.
the sequel. Here comes the sequel. But you know, like
I love it.
Yo, but I'm telling you, like, well, at least in the Caribbean community, it's really bad. Like, we make fun of everything. I guess it's a way to make you stronger, right? Because, like,
okay.
there
We
was
do
a.
the same. I'm
But,
laughing.
but hold on.
I have
Yeah,
a cousin we call Bubul because he's fat. But he's not fat anymore
But you still call him that, right?
because he has the same name as me,
Bubul.
right?
Oh,
and I was the
okay.
skinny one and he was the fat one.
So he's gonna call you Bubul soon?
No. Oh.
I can call
You
myself
did this
fat.
to yourself.
I can call
You started
myself
with-
fat.
you
But I draw the line.
You cannot call me fat.
I didn't call you fat.
That hurt my feelings.
You're crossing
Don't put words
boundaries.
in my mouth. I didn't call you fat.
You called me Bubul.
You insinuated.
I said Bubul.
She did.
And you
But it's-
don't have to be fat to be called Bubul, as per your cousin. So
This true.
I'm in the
It's
clear.
true.
No,
You
he
get
was
the
fat
nickname.
then.
Yo, facts.
But he was fat then.
You want to know what's so fucked up?
He got the nickname because he
He was.
Yeah, because we have 1 year
was
difference.
roly-poly.
We have the same name, and us in our culture, strangely enough, we call usually kids as, let's just say, son of.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We don't even have names. We have the names of our parents.
Okay.
So my mom's Wiza, so it's son of Wiza,
Oh.
Okay.
right? They me
Just say it for me. Like, say it like how they would say it.
no, but in Berber it's Miss, fils, son of
Yeah.
Mm.
So when
Wiza.
they're talking to you, it'd be.
Miss and Buiza.
Oh.
Automatically, even though she has 3 kids, it's automatically. And then
Wow.
I had an extra nickname because I was born in the States, so they called me the American.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
very simple.
okay. You know,
Yeah, like even our singers.
It's like a movie.
There's Kader Japonais because he has really
Slanted eyes.
eyes, and they call him Kader as his real name, Japonais. That's his artist name.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's Taliani, an Italian guy, because he
Because-
ran away to Italy because he had,
Issues.
issues with the cops. And his artist name is Reda, his name, Taliani, the Italian
Yeah,
one.
you were telling me that
look
we're
at
not
that.
creative with the names. Meanwhile,
No, but you can do one mistake and you're stuck with that nickname
Yeah,
for
but I
life.
just wanted to say one thing, like just
like-
one before we move on. How cruel like Caribbean people are. So
Share the culture.
Tell me.
you can have, let's say for example, and this is really morbid. I mean, look, I understand, these things happen, and I've had it in my life, and there are people in my life and stuff
So
like that.
big ass warning.
But let's say you have cancer,
Oh, no.
right? Let's say a guy has cancer. They'll literally call him soon dead. There was a nickname
no, my
like you will
God.
soon die. Like, hey, soon dead. What are you doing? And even so,
At
but
least
the
they
thing
have a
is,
sense of humor.
let's say you get past it. That's why I laughed at the Babu thing.
Still
'Cause-
alive.
They'll still call you soon dead. But the fact of the matter, you beat it.
It's forever.
You're
It's forever your
resurrected.
name. Don't give them any chance now. Might call someone Lazarus or something like that,
Or call him almost dead. Oh, almost dead.
But that's what it means. Soon dead means almost dead, basically, in Caribbean talk,
That's crazy.
But yeah, just to say, like, it can get really, like,
Well, my
But
family
isn't
was
there a
backhanded.
limit at
No.
what age you can get a nickname?
oh,
Like at one point,
is
there?
you get cancer at 55, soon dead. Oh,
Yeah, no.
I got
Hey.
6 nicknames already.
Get a
yeah,
line,
yeah.
bro.
I think there's a limit.
Like I feel like you have to
There
have
has
it
to be a limit.
younger, somewhat before. Like
I think by 25, it should
yeah,
stop.
after 25, the other nicknames don't stick.
Don't give me a nickname
Did you
no
have
more.
That's
a
not
nickname?
true.
Me?
Because
Yeah.
like we have a cousin, we called her Nini forever. And like my kids called her Auntie Nini forever. Now she's like 45 and we still call her Nini.
But what's her
Her name
name?
is Christina.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you say Christina, my kids are like,
Who are you talking about?
who's Christina?
No, but that's
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
point.
So the nickname sticks.
No, it sticks, but you can't give somebody
Oh, you can't,
a
yeah.
new
A new
nickname
one.
after 25, I
Yeah,
feel. Like it has to be really further down, except if you're part of a team.
I feel like you'll forget because because they're 25, you know them by their name, and then you give them a nickname, and 2 weeks later, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, what did we call you?" Again?
Yeah, and it feels like it's a school thing, high school, college,
It definitely
university
is.
at best.
It definitely
And
is.
if it doesn't stick then, like you get married, they won't start giving
My
him a nickname.
youngest son, his name is Luca, and everybody calls him Basil.
Why?
Oh.
It's a weird. They
Does
they
he
used
like
to call
Basil?
him really mean names, like
Oh.
because he's the youngest. So then one day they just said, okay, so we'll just call you Basil. But now everyone calls him Basil. Like
I
the
like
friends
Basil.
told
But
me,
Basil
"What's
is
up,
like a
Basil?"
That's a
character.
pretty cool name,
And
though.
he doesn't mind it either. But
Did he
because he
eat
was-
basil or something?
I think it was just like he was offended by the other nicknames. So
Can we
like-
share the other nickname? Because I'm trying to see the correlation.
they
No, I
call
don't think there
him
was
Basil.
one. I felt like they just said like,
Was it
just-
green?
We're just gonna throw
like
something. I think they threw something random at him, right?
I think it was random
Yeah.
because he was like, I don't like that you call me Luca von Koch.
You
things
know,
like that.
I
So-
wouldn't mind that nickname. I'm just saying.
Today would be an amazing porn star.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't mind that
Yeah,
nickname.
maybe when he's an adult, he might like it. But
How old is he now?
He's 16.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
put that on my email.
Yeah, bro,
And he's known as Basil.
that- forget my email. That's in my LinkedIn bio or something.
Y'all.
Like, click here.
That's an amazing name.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
I feel like that's an amazing porn
He's
star.
gonna
name.
bring that back at
Change-
25.
Yeah,
Missing
go
out.
change it back.
At 25, he's gonna be like, no more Basil. You know what to call me.
Van Cock for the personal, the one that's been around. Do you have a nickname?
Man, she asked me that. Why you asked me?
I did, and he was like,
I had growing up. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I mean, I had two.
How do your family member call you now? Which one did stick? Let's start with that one.
None from them. It's more friends. It's
Okay.
more friends. But like when I was growing up, it was like Egghead. Because I had like, see,
did
I
not
knew it.
expect
I
that.
knew it. I knew
I
it.
didn't see it. No, but I don't see it. But okay.
No, because when I was younger, like I have like, I still have a smallish head, but like it's just whatever. And I blame my dad for the way that he cut my hair too. So
Yes.
but it's like
is just
fourth,
mean.
fifth grade, sixth grade,
Egghead.
and then later on I was called Slim, but that's because like I was skinny. And remember 112, the guy like they used to say I
Yeah.
kind of back then with the haircuts I had. Yeah, that's why I got like Slim
So
from.
gay.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah.
Did you
And
have
now
nicknames?
you're friends? Well, I kind of still have it till this
Sin?
day.
What is it?
I'm sure as a 5-year-old, that wasn't your name.
No, I didn't have. I was the American.
Captain Hook? Oh, okay.
American.
Captain Hook.
Captain
El
Hook.
Americano.
I don't even think it hooked then.
No, you got your nicknames after.
Captain Hook.
No, you got your nicknames after. Like Sin, how long have you had that name?
I had that since I'm 18.
Okay.
That's long enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
okay.
college basketball.
Okay.
I told you where it came from. Because my real name is Osin.
Yes. Okay.
And I was in this basketball tournament, and one of my good friends was playing with me, and he's from Brooklyn. So when he speaks, he has this crazy
American.
street accent. So when he was asking me for the ball, he was like saying, "Oh, Sin." Everybody thought he was saying, "Yo, Sin." So once everybody's like, "Oh, Sin, that's a cool name," and I'm like, "Yo, I love the meaning, and it's simpler to
You're
explain
like,
to
I'm
people."
running with it.
Because my name is Hocine.
Okay.
So everybody, when they read it, they always find, and I'm not gonna go back to the Ochine thing.
I don't know. What is this Ochine?
I had a teacher
I like
in
it.
San Leo, an Italian,
Ochine.
Hocine, and he was like, Ochine? I'm like, where the fuck did you see the double C? Like, where?
No,
Where?
yes, true. Because if it's not double C, then why are you saying it like that?
Exactly.
Sounds
so,
like a coffee. Can I have an Ochine, please?
Ochine.
Allongé. What's your nickname?
I don't have a nickname.
Really?
You don't give yourself a nickname like Muscle Mommy or something like that.
Like the
It's too late.
I'm
It's
the
after
queen
25.
at
You
my
can't.
house.
the queen. The queen.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't you have like, how
wow.
do your sister's parents call you?
I'm the black sheep. They don't call me. No.
Let's change the subject.
Message.
They just call me Laurie. Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Nobody calls me anything.
And you have a twin sister. I figured like,
Shit.
She had a nickname actually. We used to call her Squeak for like the longest time.
Squeak?
Squeak because when she would laugh, she would squeak. Yeah, so they all called her Squeak. But no,
Okay, you see, like everybody just uses
you fuck
the
up once and it's
That's
It's
it.
over.
but no, I don't know. I didn't have a nickname.
Squeak. I kind of
Well,
like that
I had a
one.
cousin that used to call me Florally because I always wore
Okay,
like
so you-
flowery clothes.
how things have
Florally.
changed.
Yes, thank God.
She's military. She's camouflage.
It became like death metal.
I don't wear like the flowery and stuff anymore. Yeah.
What's your
cute.
nickname?
Oh, so my family, it's Cindy. It's always been since I'm a little
But isn't
girl.
that your second name, or that's just a
No,
nickname?
it's a nickname.
Okay.
It's not in
But where
my
did it come
birth
from?
It's because Sedalia, for short, a lot of Portuguese people would give Cindy as a
Really?
nickname. Yeah. So my whole family, even to this day, my brothers call me Cindy. It's like it's very strange when they hear my full name.
And,
You
people
just
like
reminded me
Cindy.
then. Well, they used to call me Jason Mason.
Jason Mason.
Why Mason?
Oh, because it rhymed. Yeah, well, now I remember. Like, and it's funny because when I went back in Trinidad, like that's what they were like. They were talking about like the nicknames that the Jason Mason that my uncle gave me. So I was like, But I didn't really think about it until like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But for me, it wasn't like a nickname.
You
it was just-
voluntarily forgot that. He's like, yo.
Yeah, it was all
Where I
right.
used to work, they called me l'original of one of my first pastry jobs. So that kind of stuck, but nobody really calls me l'original.
Yeah.
L'original.
L'original.
Cute.
That's kind of cool though.
Sounds like a rapper's
I
name.
yeah.
Sounds like a rapper's
I
name.
I dig it.
Yo,
I dig it.
that's that should be
That's a
your
good play of words.
Instagram handle.
Well, it was my business name when I had my business. It was l'original cake design. Yeah.
Was it after the nickname or before the nickname?
It was, because when I worked with those people, it was my first pastry job, and I said one day that's gonna be my business's name, l'original.
But it's nice.
They actually call me L'Orignal for a while.
No, but honestly, they gotta give it to them. You gotta give it
They're
to them.
creative. They opened up the
You
dictionary.
gotta get
Laurie.
anything.
Yeah.
You work with a lot of French people.
Pastry, right? My first job, everybody was from France except me.
L'Orignal.
L'Orignal. I was
L'Oréal,
like, wow.
L'Orignal.
I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
And then
Be
turned it-
quiet, croissant.
Yeah, croissant.
Really?
Yeah, I'm petty like that.
Oh,
Okay, baguette.
Baguette.
But yeah.
You sounded very
I would be
Quebecer.
viré.
Get.
Do you feel like you had a beautiful childhood?
Damn.
No, I'm talking about physical for you. I'm not
No,
talking about.
you didn't listen to me this whole time.
But you were
Going back to
skinny. Maybe
beauty,
you were
yeah.
fit.
No, I don't think so.
But like
I
physically?
was wishing. Sorry.
When you look at your older pictures, you're like, oh,
I
damn.
was hoping I would turn because when I was younger, I was hoping I would turn 18 soon, thinking that as soon as I hit 18, I'm automatically gonna like transform into this
A man?
Buff
To a man?
to a man. This like the day I wake up, it's like what the fuck?
Such
And
a
then when I
misfire.
turned 18, alas, it was not true.
It's like crickets.
I'm like, wait a
I'm
minute.
like, why am I looking like this?
Slim.
Slim, get over here! No.
Did you still have pictures of you younger?
Yeah, I got them.
You don't seem
What
happy
was
about
that
it.
voice?
Yeah. Well, I told you, I was like, I wasn't. Okay, when I was younger, I was cute. Like, but I think when I hit like puberty age, like 11,
Yeah.
12, like 12, 13, that's when it got awkward. You know what I mean? Like that started like stretching and
I
like.
think all people are awkward at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it lasted too long for me.
Stage.
Like, I mean, it lasted until I was like 21, I would say. So,
So how old are you now again?
bro, 41, bro.
41.
Yeah.
So what would you say were at your hottest?
Oh.
And this question is good for everybody, by the way. Just we're gonna go.
So for
Why are
me,
you laughing? It's been forever.
I was gonna say, for me, it depends, right? Like, because if we're talking about from how you feel versus how you like, because it really does make a difference.
It does.
Like I said, for me, I would be 30 between the ages of, let's say, 30 and
41.
huh?
0 to 41.
I was gonna say, I like that 0 to 41. 30 and 35 was like from a physical standpoint, like I was on my game, everything like that. But from mentally, I would say like 36 and onwards, because I feel like mentally wise, I'm always up. I feel like even though I don't look, how I want to look right now,
Yeah.
I can still, I still carry myself a certain way. You know how you dress, how you talk, how you speak, everything from an attractiveness standpoint. But 30 to 35 from a physical, I would say.
How about you, Laurie?
I don't think I'm ugly. I think I was a decent looking teenager, but when the hottest, like I think right now.
Hey, there you go.
Right now. I mean,
She's like,
I used to be
shit.
very big too. I was like
Yeah.
200 pounds.
You were.
We saw the before and
Yeah,
after pictures.
yeah.
I never saw. I
I
wasn't
was
on the
a
other
big
part. So.
girl after I had my kids and stuff. And yeah, the confidence went a little bit because I was hiding in my house behind my children, filled with, with like puke clothes and all that. And I guess you get to that point where you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. And then confidence-wise, once I started working out and like really getting in good shape, the confidence came. And I think I'm at my best-looking self now,
Yeah.
I think. And
Well, we saw those pictures online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very, very
no?
nice, beautiful.
Woo,
And
woo.
if I wasn't confident, I would have never put them up there.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have done the photo shoot.
It's
That was
like,
a recent photo shoot, by the way?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks after my competition. Yeah, when
that's
I was
very nice.
still lean.
fire.
Sexy.
Yeah.
It was sexy.
Yeah, very, very, very fire shot.
Me? I go through phases.
But we all do.
Which one?
No, I really
She's
do.
not going to say between here. It's like
No.
16,
She's like, well, she's like,
19,
22.
No,
She's like,
there's
well, for
gaps.
Scarlett,
There's
it
gaps.
was.
So I think I
summer
was
23.
I was a very cute toddler Very cute up until I was 5.
He said hot. We're so
When I was my
toddler
hottest?
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
that's what he said.
Your
Yeah, yeah.
optimal
Okay,
beautiness.
so there's 2 phases.
Of
So
course.
19 to 25,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
like,
Okay.
then whatever. And then 30 onwards.
How old are you now?
Onwards.
I am 38.
So the last 8 years.
That's what I said. Onwards.
I'm,
Like, what
I'm
you-
content. Like right now, I'm a little
But
fluffy, but it's
Does
okay.
confidence have a lot to do with
Oh
it?
yeah. Like I love myself.
We all know.
we know. We know.
Fluffy. I'm a little fluffy.
'Cause if-
No, I'm honest. Like I'm
Because
like,
if you don't,
We
you know
know.
what I mean?
Next
You
time I'm
still
just
will.
putting a mirror in front of you. No cameras.
it doesn't work. I don't need the mirrors. I love my own shadow.
You know, you like what you looking at? Looking at the shadow and shit. Following me around and shit.
The shadow's obsessed.
I get so teased. I get so teased at work. They're always like, "Yo, you love yourself, man." I'm like, "I'm my biggest fan." I'm like,
You have
"Who
to be,
loves
yeah?
me
Have to
like I
be.
do?" They're like, "Nothing phases you." I'm like, "Nope, I love me." It's the
But
end.
with that much self-confidence, does your boyfriend is hesitant to give you compliments at this point?
Because like,
He
why do
does
you
give
need
me
it?
compliments, but I'm
Just
very
knows.
appreciative of the compliments. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, man, thank
Bring it
you.
on. I know that feeling.
appreciate
I get that feeling. I like it.
appreciate that. Yeah, I was like,
Still
"It's
tell
great."
me.
Of course.
Still worship me. Come on.
Still confirm it.
Yeah.
What about
I
you?
don't need it though.
You got phases too?
Yeah. What's
No.
your phase?
No, it's not a question of.
You have to have a phase.
I honestly feel my 40s were my best years. Like,
100%.
I'm loving my 40s.
Me too.
Okay.
I feel like I got it somewhat figured out.
Okay.
That's all you want.
And meaning that I don't know everything, but I know what I don't like, what I definitely like.
But we're talking about yourself though. Like,
Yeah,
like
but
we're talking
that's
about
what
like
I'm
in
saying.
terms of like,
Because
yeah.
now,
You look at the mirror
I'm
like,
not-
I'm beautiful.
no. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not bad for 45-year-old.
Okay, so
And I have this confidence in the sense that everybody's like, oh, you don't look 45. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks.
what's your
Does
secret?
45 look like?
Well,
Right?
because
Isn't
so-
it like-
That
What
must.
is-
It's
I
true. We
hate
gotta
that.
update that
I
saying.
hate
But
that.
that's what I'm saying because
Doesn't make
45
sense.
evolved so much.
Yeah.
Right now. And I
You're
don't know
very
what
right.
happened now because we always said men, grow older better than women.
they age
That's,
better.
Yeah, they age better. That's the proper term. Thank you.
They grow older, you know.
But it's not
Better.
anymore. I think it's different.
What do you mean?
It's different because
you
I think
mean?
there was a time where women kind of prioritized their husbands and their
Over
children,
them, you're right.
so they
So
kind
that
of took a back
stress.
seat. But now I feel like now a lot of women are prioritizing themselves.
I'll give her that.
And there's a lot
Absolutely.
I'll give her
more
that.
women that are
Well,
better
they
looking.
are, but I don't think they're prettier.
and some men are just on the decline.
To you,
To you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
me,
why
I
is
see
it
a
because
lot.
they're
For me,
old?
I'm not-
Is it because they're getting older and because youth is not like
No, because the problem
Shouting out?
today, what's going on is all this extra.
Okay.
The injections, there's repercussions to this. Before, women, what would be nice around age 50, 60, I feel like that's when they would re-hit
Brother.
their prime, way back when. Because once the kids are all grown up, then
They
they
would take
focus on
care of
them.
themselves.
And they would just...
One of the hottest
True.
women to me, like for me, like growing up, was like Helen Mirren. Like she's British. Yeah, she is gorgeous. And in her 60s is when I discovered her.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know her before that. And
yeah, she's a very good looking
gorgeous. Like even till
graceful
today, I was
woman.
like, you know,
Monica
I got into
Bellucci.
trouble for her.
she didn't age the best. Monica
What?
Bellucci. And I'm a
She's-
big fan.
She's still beautiful for her
remember.
age.
Yeah, I'll
When I
show
saw
you.
her in recently, that's why I'm trying to remember.
No, like Salma Hayek.
Oh,
bro.
Perfectly.
bro.
But how much
Salma.
of it is real? And you only see her with makeup on.
No.
Okay,
They are
I've got-
frightening when they take off.
Well, I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
they
Maybe
are.
Have you seen her in the morning when she gets
When
up?
without
No,
makeup,
but
it's a different
I saw
story.
me when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, but that's like you can't base it on Selma Hayek is so beautiful or Jennifer Lopez.
I've seen her
because
without
you don't
makeup,
know-
don't
No, J-Lo, no.
No, you think you've seen
She's
her without
no,
makeup.
she's regular. Like it's nothing. It's just like a you wouldn't even know
Who?
it's
Like
Salma
on
Hayek.
Saturday morning, if you ring her doorbell and you go to her house
Yeah.
and she has no makeup on, is she that beautiful? Maybe.
No, but it's not that beautiful. It's the simplistic things here. Now, I'm not saying because at the end of the day, she is who she is. Her age is her age. But meaning that she got older with grace, and that's
Okay.
it. She didn't go from 10 to 5. Type
And
of
she didn't start doing like all these surgeries, I guess,
Exactly.
to kind of
Yeah.
keep,
So now
keep
she's
up.
having the time
That
of her
we know.
life. Her kids are all grown. She's married to a fucking billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
like, she doesn't need to work anymore. I would hope that you're at your best at this point. If I would be a billionaire tomorrow, I would have a personal chef, train every day, travel.
Yeah, man.
I would hope that I wouldn't
Yeah.
look tired and like exhausted. If you think about all these billionaires that became billionaires later, the Bezos of this world,
Right.
it feels like they stopped aging at one point.
That's true. Like,
More stress, man.
Because there's less stress.
yeah.
Stress.
Those
So
especially
it goes,
that
and so it
detached
kind of
work.
ties into what she was saying before in terms of women when they were taking care of the house, the family, everything
There's
like
more
that.
time.
That's why
It
in the
was a little
60s
bit
I was
harder.
saying they would go
Yeah.
they would go up. But today with all the
But it's
injections
the
and the
obsession.
cheating.
But I find a lot of-
But
I
it's
feel
the
a
obsession
woman-
of youth, right? Because youth is attractive. You know what I mean?
But I feel like women hit their stride to me like late 30s and onwards for the most part, right? Like
It declines, I think,
I'm
after a
serious.
certain point.
I'm talking about me, like personally. Like I'm more attracted to a woman like in her late 30s than I am to like someone who's young. Because when they're younger, I feel like
Though.
sorry,
It depends.
it depends.
Depends
And
if they
that's
have
what I'm
kids
talking
or
about
not.
me.
Because I'm like thinking women are gonna have their kids at their 30s, so they're gonna hit a
Now,
bump
yes.
at one point of not sleeping much. They have to, if they
Yeah.
breastfeed or not.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about just the mother of my kids.
Some you have in their 20s though. Some have them in their
yeah,
20s.
but
some
today
later on.
it's
Yeah.
super
Today
rare.
it's later.
Like, today they're going later and later.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm just talking about
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like the evolution of how I've seen like women, like versus like when like in their 20s, it would be like, oh, that chick is hot. Or maybe it's my mindset that changed too, right? That I've always loved older women, like, personally, but like now I actually see like before I think it was more of unfortunately it was more of a fetish. I would say it was what it was. Like, not even a preference, more fetishizing. But like now I actually see like, the beauty like in a woman who's like, and let's be honest, like 30, 40, that's not old, right? Like,
No.
No, but that's what I was
Not at
thinking.
all.
What did you when you said I liked older women? You were 18 and she was 40.
yeah, like that.
Oh, that's it.
100%.
So 40 is not
Even
old.
50, brother. But
But
I was,
today,
but that's
old
what I
is
said
what?
is a
Yeah.
perspective, right? So like, but I would say even 50, right? I would say like at that point for me,
Would you go 60?
no.
I think it
My
depends
brother
what
went on
they
a
look
date with a
like.
50-year-old.
So yeah, you know what?
It depends what they look
Laurie
like.
said depends
No,
on.
no,
Laurie's right.
definitely.
No.
You're
My
right.
brother
Because
went
I
on a
know
date.
a lot of 45-year-olds same age as me that look way older. And
Yes.
I'm like,
That is
wow,
so
like,
It
you
happens.
really didn't take care of yourself.
It happens. It happens.
Because people are like, wow, you don't look 45. I'm like, yeah, but what does 45
What does
45 look,
45
and that's
look
really a
like?
good question. What does?
Like, there's no, or they're like, you don't look like a mom. I'm like, yeah, but am I supposed to look a certain way because I'm 45 and I'm a mom?
Yeah, according to society, I guess.
Well, there
yes.
you go.
No, but do they say that
Society.
because of your new hobby? Or is it really because okay, so in your case specifically, whatever you're doing as a hobby demands a lot of time.
Absolutely.
And usually we assume if you're in your 30s, 40s, or you have kids,
You have that energy.
you don't have that time.
know,
It's not
yeah.
even that energy, it's that time.
Well, energy,
Right?
time, all the
It's
above.
work,
Get
you have
up
to
at
take care of your
so
kids
Right.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I'm guessing because you're so, focused on your hobby, I don't know how you call it a hobby, but okay, we'll call it a hobby. What
would you call it?
Because it's
no,
not
but
my
it's a full-time
it's
hobby.
not my profession. So
No,
it's
but, well,
like a
Yeah, it
but
makes
it's not.
sense.
It's
It's
Like it's not
something you do,
monetized
yeah.
in that
at
sense,
all.
right?
yeah.
I pay
That's a
for it.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a project.
Like
It's my-
podcasting is
Because
your hobby.
podcasting, because I don't
Time.
find this as a hobby. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's how you see what I mean? There's no money, but it's not a hobby. It's a
Okay, yeah,
project,
yeah,
or it's like, your personal.
It's 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why, because I'm pretty much sure, and again, you look young, yes.
Yes, you do.
But people are like, they have to assume because you're spending that much time, you're doing these competitions, you're full on. Everybody's saying, in your 40s, early 50s, usually people are tired. They're focused on, their businesses, family, whatever. They're becoming grandparents at this point or something like that.
Some of them are. Yeah.
I feel you're shooting high because like I'm me. I was just like, if I looked at her, like not knowing if you were a bodybuilder or anything like that, like I wouldn't say 45. That's what I'm just.
You
trying to
would
say.
give her what?
I would say like 30. I'll go like the 35, 36 range.
I will
Okay.
take that.
35, 36. How much would you give Sedalia?
So Dalia is like, she's like a baby.
So go ahead.
I
It's the
didn't know you were
dimples.
38. I thought you were way younger.
Yeah, I would say. I
Because
would
now
say,
what happens is if she goes to 25, let's just say you're at 35 now, she's going to go to 25. So what does a 25 look like? 18. 18
Yeah.
is going to
You
look
know?
at,
But that's what I mean. Like we don't know,
There's
right?
But I see so
look
many
of-
people at work,
Yeah.
and I, when they give me the card,
Yeah.
and I see their birthday,
19,
and
like-
I look at them, I would not.
You're
Some
like,
people
oh,
look
you're born in the
40. They look
1900s?
40, and they're like 21. And then you have some, they're like 45, and they look like they're 20.
Yeah.
Like I had this one lady, she
Yeah.
was 60 on
yeah.
file. She was 65. She was
On file,
so
but in real life?
beautiful. No, she didn't look like she was 65. She looked like I wouldn't have given her more than 41. She looks stunning, beautiful body, great boobs, nice butt, beautiful face.
but are
like,
they real?
But she didn't look like it would look like any work was done. Like the lips were not, you know what I mean? It just,
But you have those. You
could tell she was a
Good
mature
doctors.
age.
No.
She looked like she was a
Outside of
mature
the
age,
surgery.
but she just looked good. Like, you
Yeah.
could be like, okay, like, wow.
Some
Yeah.
people age
I was
well.
like, you're so beautiful.
No, but it's crazy because now what age is supposed to look like is all completely
Oh,
It's all
yeah,
over the
yeah,
board
yeah.
because
Very-
people
it
are
is.
cheating.
The only time my
age.
daughter gives me a compliment is when we watch Love Is Blind.
Oh, I love Love Is Blind.
Because we watch Love and Blind.
Never
That's our
watched
little,
it.
you know,
Love
little
and Blind, Habibi.
fun times. And then they look, and then at age 32, and my daughter looks, she's like, "You look good for your age, Dad." She's like, "He's 32."
I would have been for my age. What you?
I'm still her father, right? So I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
that. You know, my son comes up, "You old man," and I'm like, I used to hit him before. Then I realized on this vacation
I can't
that
reach.
When I go for
we're
lunch,
like he's surpassing me right
Yeah,
now.
you can't hit them no more. Well, you still can. They
No,
can't
no,
do
I
nothing.
beat the shit out of him.
There you go. You
I've
have
gone
to.
out with my
You got to
son.
remind
The
them.
shit out of him in the ocean.
my oldest son, I've gone out with him a few times, just me and him, and he's always like, "I feel like I need to tell the waitress you're my mother."
Oh, so he's.
I love it.
But because
I like that.
her kids are.
He's
The
like
yeah, I've seen the
6'1",
pictures.
yeah.
Look, your sons are
they're
tall.
And the other day at the gym, one of the kids was like, "Oh, you live in my neighborhood. I see you walking your dog." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you Joey's sister?" And I was like,
Like, that's
I
cute.
said, "I'm
You're like, "I'll
Joey's
take it."
mother." He's like, "You're Joey's mother? No way." And I'm
So
like,
does
"Yeah,
that make you a MILF?
I don't know.
Oh, that term.
Yeah, you fought. Yeah.
I'll take that."
Milk category.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Sedalia?
Is
About
it
that?
all that?
But I
word?
was
That-
like, "You
that's-
gross, you're 18, right?" But I was like, I will take that compliment.
Yeah, for sure. I get DILF here and there,
Yeah.
but I always get it
Little
after I
gilf.
leave.
Well, you know.
They never say it to my face. Like I hear, "Oh, my friend," but tell me, shower
you
me
don't
with
need to.
love.
I need
Let me
this.
know. I want to hear it.
I need
I
this.
need this today.
And
It
you
was
hear
a rough
boo-boo,
morning.
boo-boo,
Babula.
That's my cousin, not me.
Yeah, well, you know, you
Sedalia,
could have been you.
listen.
It could have been
I
you.
did
Basically,
listen.
she
But
said
it
could've been.
wasn't.
But it could have been.
But it wasn't.
Do you have any other nicknames we don't know about?
No, just the American and
Just the ones that people say behind your back, you know? Like,
college. I had a lot.
though.
They used to
The
call
ones
me
you
the
don't
mouth. But
the
The
asshole.
mouth?
Yeah, the mouth.
What
Because
does
my
Why?
that
mouth
mean?
was
Like
always
you run your
yapping.
mouth? Oh,
Yeah.
you
That one is good.
flapping your gums.
Because it was
You
my
call you
only
gums.
tool of defense. Because my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
year of college, I was 5'5", 130 pounds wet. People would sneeze and I would fly away.
So you have to fight them
Oh, you
one
had
way.
the curls like Andy
Yes.
Cole.
So I looked like this big bubble head because I had this big ass afro.
But those nice curls, though. Bring them back.
No, I don't have them
Ringlet.
anymore. They're
They went away.
the gray hair.
It's the gray hair is
them
very
away.
tough, so it's.
Yeah, they're going straight.
He legit had ringlets. He literally like was like ding ding. I was like,
Good
God.
times. I showed the picture of my kids because I did like some braids.
You did braids back in the
I did
day?
half of my head braids because I Method Man way back when.
Yeah.
And my son was like, "You didn't have braids." I'm like, "Yeah, look." He's like, "Damn, you look black."
Hey, what you talking about, Leo?
Oh goodness.
Because my son has this obsession. He wants to have light skinned kids.
Oh.
Yeah, he says they're the prettiest people. I feel like he believes in
but he-
peace. He's like mixture and everybody's
Well,
gonna-
they say that they make very beautiful babies,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't get caught up in that shit, guys. You know.
but just don't do it just for that. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
you
Like,
know,
do it for the
like-
right reasons.
What do you mean?
No, like like it's not just because you're gonna have beautiful kids that you're gonna.
Isn't that was the basics of any marriage? Way
Making
back
beautiful
That's how
kids?
you selected
I'm
people.
pretty sure it's not all of them.
Like
Because
that-
No,
some
but that
people
was it to have
Really?
good looking
have
kids.
kids, but like,
Good looking kids.
Maybe from a
even
man's
the Chinaman that
perspective.
sued his wife.
yeah, it's different, but you know,
is
you've
it?
seen
No, no,
some.
that's from a man's perspective.
Don't make me say this, Sid.
The woman just wanted the security, man. Just give me the dough.
No,
Like,
but the Chinaman that sued his wife.
Yeah, 'cause she had
he had
surgery.
ugly kids, and then he found out that she had
Yeah,
surgery.
yeah.
and they looked
She did
like
plastic
her.
surgery.
they were butt ass.
You can't hide those genes, huh?
Yeah, so he sued her. I don't know for how many millions,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Question
yeah.
should be what is ugly.
Oh.
but it comes up. It's completely the opposite of pretty at that time.
Like what is ugly?
For who?
Because
Yeah,
ugly
yeah.
can be very
Yeah.
different for many of us.
But I find ugly those big ass lips.
What do you mean?
What is Yeah, the those-
Yeah,
situation?
I know what he did. Like,
don't
what, he dating a
understand.
duck? Like, what's going
Exactly. You know those
on? Injection?
overly injected.
Oh, yeah. Look, I
Yeah.
agree with you on
But they
that.
damage
But
you.
a natural, like, full, like, lips?
natural.
Damn.
Please suck on this. But
You know?
anyway. No, natural,
I know.
yeah. But the thing is, or even the buttocks, when they smile or are sad, it's always the same face.
They can't move.
But isn't it better now, apparently? I think, like, there's, like, some...
Yeah, it's
You
probably.
still can't move though.
Oh, okay.
There's no reaction. Like you'll be like,
Weird. I don't.
They even do it in the skull for the hair now. Yeah, the whole shebang.
Yeah, they do all kinds of stuff.
it's, this is what I look like, and it is what it is.
Take what you get.
You got
And
nothing
age
done?
gracefully.
I had my boobs done, but not for aesthetics.
I literally
because
looked at her boobs when she said
I
it.
weighed
Well, it was
200
kind of-
pounds.
I was like,
Pervert.
I was a 42 double D, and when I lost the weight, it just didn't go back, and it was really uncomfortable.
Okay.
Now everybody knows that. Yeah. So yeah, I had them it was like fixed, but I didn't get them bigger. I didn't like do
But why
any-
didn't you? You had the opportunity. He was
He
already in
asked
there.
me. He said, "Do you want to go?" And I said, "No, I just want them to look like what they did before, and I
Yeah,
want
a lot of women do that.
nobody."
What
to
was
be
that like a mommy
"Hey."
makeover or something?
Yeah,
What
just
do
I
they
want
call
my
that?
boobs
Like,
to-
It
before
was
the kids.
because it was really uncomfortable, and it was not for anybody else. It was just because I couldn't. There was so much skin, so they had to be
get you.
completely redone. But that's it.
Would you get any work done?
no.
No?
Even if I could, like I
Let's
would.
just say it was free.
Nah, like, cause I mean, for men, what do you got? Like, they do like what, ab implants? I think
They
I've
got
seen that.
chest implants,
get
calves
abs.
implants, a
I didn't know
lipo,
Nah,
sleeve.
I'm sure they do anything
get a
for men that
six-pack.
they do for women.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that. I've
You
seen
can
that.
get a
I've seen the
six-pack.
ab.
I learned that in Love Is Blind, Habibi. Did not know that.
That's the new one.
Was it? No,
Love
was
is
it
Blind Habibi. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're talking about Dubai Bling.
Dubai Bling.
No, but there's
Yes.
also Love is Blind. Oh yeah,
No,
I
no,
watched
we
Dubai
did.
Bling.
I love
I
Dubai
watched,
Bling.
but I watched them all. But
Me
no,
too.
the ab things was in
Yes, you're
Dubai
right.
Bling.
It was the
I know.
DJ.
Was it the
Bliss.
second
Bliss.
season?
DJ
Is that the
Bliss.
second
I
season?
was so
Second
shocked.
season
I was
again.
like,
Okay,
bro,
I
just go
haven't
to the
finished the
gym.
second season
He was
yet.
being lazy. His wife was like,
But yeah, I
"No."
can't.
there
I don't
was no
know. My brain won't let me. Like, you know what I mean? Do it. Like, I think I have to put myself to torture, to achieve the goals that I want.
Would you do Ozempic?
No. Like I said, I wouldn't do
Oh,
any
man,
of these
guys,
things.
Stop with
But
that.
that's not a surgery.
It's still, I wouldn't do it.
It's like a
You
magical
have to
pill.
be that on
Yeah,
life.
I don't want it.
Would you take Viagra?
No. Maybe for experiment.
Oh,
But let's just say it starts working.
Because I don't
less.
need it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's say, okay, you mean like, okay, maybe that. Like in the future, if I need it, yeah, I probably would.
So if a doctor says you have to lose weight,
If I have to lose weight,
would you
but
cheat?
like the thing is, if I have to lose weight and they're like, and I'm doing it,
But that's not
I'm trying to
surgery.
do it, but I'm not.
no, it's not. It's an
That's-
injection. But at this point,
It's an
invasive and
improvement.
non-invasive are going to go so into hand-to-hand right now. So it's becoming more and more common and accepted in society.
But
Well,
I
it's
feel like there's gonna
steroids.
be something coming out.
Exactly.
For
Are you
what?
for or against steroids?
against, I'm natural.
No, I know you're natural.
Oh, no, I'm not against it. Listen, if people want to do it, it's their thing, and like
Right.
But I'm natural. I won't.
But you're natural because you're afraid of the health.
well, I don't know
dangerous?
what the side effects would be for
That's
me.
how I feel
and
about what you were
Yeah,
saying.
it messes up
At
your
my
brain chemistry
age,
sometimes.
Why experiment with that?
I
And,
agree.
No, because
Yeah.
it's easier. It's
And
a
that's
cheat
how I
code.
feel about the Ozempic
But
thing,
the
right?
cheat code- There's always a
I don't feel like
consequence.
steroids is a cheat
Of course it is.
because you still have to put in the work.
But not as much.
But you do have to put in the
No,
work.
you still
though.
have to train. But instead of what's
There's
going to
still
take you 6
dedication.
months to gain, it's going to
Yeah.
take you a month. So it's kind of
Really?
cheating.
To that
yeah.
point?
It depends. It depends.
The people I know that are under a cycle,
But don't they have these controlled amounts? I think they're supposed to have
no,
controlled
they have to do
They
cycles.
do.
They
They
can't do
have-
it in one
Yeah.
shot.
They
They
Their
have to do
body's
cycles,
gonna.
and they're like, because my coach too, they're all open and like they have 2 blood tests and they have
Yeah,
2
yeah.
doctors.
Right, because it can
and-
really fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And people react differently.
Very much.
I always
so.
thought about that was the one thing I always thought about was taking steroids. I thought about it, like just see. I'm like, oh, I wonder what it would be like. But
I
I'm
thought
still, at
about
the
it
end of the
too.
day, no.
But it's more of a
I wouldn't do it.
curiosity thing. It's
No, I
not-
thought about it,
Definitely
but then I
curiosity.
saw the pimples on the back, and I'm like, "Hell's the fuck."
Okay,
I
so
know,
like,
I thought
fucks
about
you
I
up
would
like
rather
that.
be
but-
fat than have bad skin.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
That's why I
thought
want to know
about it too,
Ozempic because you don't know what the
there's side effects.
the side
Yeah,
effects
of
are
course.
going to be
Yeah.
in the
And
end.
it's for
So that's why I
life.
kind of stay away from those things.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Yeah.
for life?
Well, if you want to keep losing, like you have to take it continuously. It's not something that
Okay, it's
you've
not one
taken
and
it,
done.
You're going to be skinny forever.
No, it
No,
gives you. So what happens is right now, especially depending on your age here, keep in mind.
of course.
So like if we take Mike for example,
Say it again, sorry?
Mike
Mike.
Moran.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So
I
if
thought it was like a pill or something. You're like,
No,
if we
no,
take
no.
Mike, I'm like, there's a Mike. I
Mike?
know Molly. There's a Mike.
Mike and Molly.
What does Mike do? Exactly. Oh, don't give them any. Oh, you get a chemist right now sitting there. Ooh. Mike and Molly.
want-
So Mike said his biggest issue, he tried losing weight and everything like that, and
Yes.
it was too much in his
That's
DNA,
completely.
his feelings.
But I know he tried.
No,
I've
no, I
seen
know.
Mike.
I believe him 100%. And the thing is, his body required it. Now he went through a sleeve,
Yeah.
and he had to do a diet before doing it. Now he did it, and now he's focused. Now, is he gonna I wish. I hope. For
But
him.
you see him now, though. He's
yeah,
dedicated.
he's still dedicated and everything like that. I know people that did it.
And right
and
afterwards,
fell off.
like a month or two later, right?
No, maybe it's 2 years later, usually, because they enjoyed what they saw, but then they took it for granted because they didn't work hard for it, right? And bodybuilders, the same thing. Those who were natural or not natural would train, would hit their optimal, and then they would glide on it. I remember when I used to go to the gym, I'm like, shit, I like what I see. And then I started slacking at the gym.
But you weren't a bodybuilder, though. There's a difference.
No. But again, it doesn't really change much. It's your objective, right?
Right.
So if I go to soccer, practice, gym, swimming, whatever it is, you have an objective, right? I want to do this in this amount of time, or I want to bench press this
There's more
amount.
motivation to get to the goal than actually to
After-
maintain
to
it.
maintain,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
everybody says getting to the goal is not the hardest, it's
No, it's
maintaining it.
But maybe
Correct,
like,
yeah.
and I get that because I'm the same way when it comes to working out. Once I reach my goal,
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
like, fuck that.
okay, I'm not gonna see you in a bit, Jim. You know, like,
I can't get too sexy.
yeah, the world will be in trouble. But more, I'm gonna maybe Laurie, you can answer this part. It's because when he talks about the bodybuilding piece, because I feel like it's a totally different mindset bodybuilders versus someone who goes to the gym, right?
It is.
So exactly, because you said once you attain your goal, that's when you kind of flip. Do bodybuilders ever really attain a goal, right? Because
No.
I feel like that's how I felt.
Because we always want to be better than we were.
Yeah.
And the absolute hardest part is that we have to put on the weight after
In order to
build.
Yeah.
And so, leaning down, I mean, it's hard. The diet is hard. The working out is not hard because it's part of I don't go on motivation, I go on discipline. I get up and I do
shit.
it.
Yeah.
And it's part of my everyday, and I can't skip it. It's for my mental, it's for everything. The hardest part is the food and the weight balance. Because we do that 12 weeks of leaning down. I went down to 119 pounds. I was skinny. I was
So them, it's pretty much like, but it's an athlete.
But that's
When you
what I'm
go
saying.
to soccer,
That's
there's
why
a
there's-
season, and then there's the off season, and then you have about a month and a half to
But-
get back into season shape before you start.
But for
the
them,
season.
the off season is to build towards the season.
Yeah.
That's,
So
the,
it's
that's the
bulking-
difference.
Bulking and leaning, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what they do constantly.
But that's what I mean. That's what I said for them. It's not like us. Us will be like, when we hit a goal, we're good. Them, there's always the goal. The goal is always to be better than the last.
Yeah.
So there's never, like, you can hit you can reach a plateau.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But because they're the plateau doesn't mean they're going to fall off. Us, when we reach our plateau, we're like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
but we're
it's
not
like,
in a
I
mode of
got to that
competition here.
weight, so now I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna reward myself.
I'm going to
with,
have fun.
you know,
Exactly.
yeah.
No, but you have to compare it to an athlete. You can't compare it to the average guy that's trying to
No,
lose
no,
weight.
I'm just going
or
based
to
off what you were
whatever.
saying
it's
before
not-
No,
about
but
like
our
the
objectives
training.
are not the same as them.
No.
The same way as when I play soccer.
and that was my
It's
point.
not the same objective as a professional soccer player today.
100%.
Right?
100%.
And I know a lot of bodybuilders who are like, oh, I want this, I want to bench this. But once they reach it, they're like, what do I do now? I can't stop.
They go
'cause
higher.
Now it's because bodybuilders, training is an addiction.
Yes.
Yes.
And if they stop because of injury and everything, they go through detox. They go
For
through
me,
like,
just like my coach says, take 2 days off, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god, how am I gonna?
It's like
take 2 days
borderline
off?
depression.
And like,
with it.
bro, you're
It is.
insulting
It's not
me.
necessarily healthy, by the way.
It isn't. At
That's
all.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
No.
Because it becomes obsessive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know two
Like a
people
lot of
that were
things.
really obsessive when it came to training. He was Mr. Montreal for a while, and then he had a family, and then this and that, and he went through a depression completely because he wasn't, and he was known, right, for being that muscle guy. This guy was walking, I think, around 4 to 6% body fat on his bad days type of thing. He had muscles I didn't even know existed on the human body.
wild.
Damn.
But then he had kids, he had responsibilities, he had to work. So, you have to pick up your priorities at this point.
Did
He
you
was
still
getting older.
stay into like the
He's still in
fitness?
shape. It's like
Yeah.
Arnold today.
That's
He's
what I
still
meant,
in
yeah.
shape, but he's not the same shape.
Well, when I stop competing, I'm still gonna do
Yeah, for sure.
bodybuilding.
Yeah. But what do you,
Because
how do you
it's a
balance
hobby.
it? Like, how do you balance the, yeah.
It's not- well, I like my profession. I'm a pastry chef.
That's
right?
why
So-
I'm always so like,
I
I'm like,
know,
what?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's
You have the
really-
most like, it's literally,
most
It's like an
opposite.
oxymoron.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say oxymoron. It's like a conundrum. Like, wait,
Yeah.
what? You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, it's hard.
All those nice smells and
Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes at work, I'm like,
I'm
oh
gonna
my
get you
God.
fat, and then I'm gonna judge you because I'm not. You know, like, shit.
I'll feed
And this is
everybody
without
else.
considering quality time with the family, dating.
Dating is non-existent at the moment.
Well, you did try.
I think I just gave up on that because
And I'm hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
A lot of
hearing that
people,
a lot.
yeah.
It's
a lot of
just
people.
A lot of women I'm
horrible
hearing
out
it
there.
from.
Oh, yeah.
Like even my cousin, same age, like we were just talking. She's like, no, she's like, I'm not, the dating thing is not existent for
Right.
me anymore. And like
why for her?
she like I ain't gonna lie, she's come across like a lot of, fucked up dudes in general. Like, bad dudes, bad relationships in general. And like now she's just content with like, she's working, she hangs out with her
She has
girls.
kids?
Yeah, but they're older, man. They're like she had them young. She had like her son at 16, so he's almost 30 now, and and she has a 21-year-old. So and she's 45, right?
wow.
So, but she doesn't look it or anything like that. Like she
Yeah.
still has guys hitting on her like crazy and everything. But she's just like, she did the marriage thing. Things
really
didn't end
turned
up
off.
well. But for her, like we literally were having that conversation in chat. She was asking me about like just stuff about men, like how do we think, about different things. And I was just giving her like, obviously real talk, real conversations. And then she just told me shut up. She's like, no, she's like, I haven't. Oh, that's how it came about because she's a New Yorker, right? So she was on the train and a guy accidentally brushed upon her butt, on her ass. And then she turned around and she was like, like, hey, yo, and then she said, she looked at him and she's like, he was cute. And then she was like, all right, it's cool. And then he was like, no, it is what it is. And then she said, then he said, oh, sorry. And then she's like, it's okay. I haven't been touched in a while. So that's when, it's all good. But we were dying of the joke, but like she meant it. But at the same time, just because she said that doesn't mean that she wants to, pursue any other relationships or anything like that. But that's how it started the whole conversation. And then saying like, yeah, no, I haven't dated anyone in like a long time. I'm not looking for that. I'm happy with,
Is that giving
work.
up?
I feel she actually did say I remember her saying she gave up.
At 45.
I remember her saying she gave up.
New York.
It might change though.
In
Who
New
knows?
York.
In New York.
I mean,
I didn't
we
give
are-
up.
And she's
I just
attractive, so
put it
it's
on the
like,
back burner.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, the less attractive have better chances.
Yeah, meaning like she takes care of herself. She's like, she's someone who like, hey, like, okay, I'm gonna go out. If she wants, she could probably get. But it's just thinking about what's out there. Like,
It's very discouraging.
It's
I
scary.
remember I didn't date anybody for like what? I don't know, like a good couple of years, 3, 4, I don't know, I want to say 5 years almost. 4 years.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. I didn't think about it. I didn't go on dates. I was like, no, man, I got to rebuild myself. Because at one point it was just like, I felt like I was on empty. It was just so discouraging.
Yeah, but if you
Did you give up?
If I gave up, well,
I'm hearing a lot from women. I'm just curious.
like me, the dating world, we have this conversation a couple of times. It's a shit show out there.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I will
Yeah.
never give up. I'm not a quitter, first and
I
foremost.
ain't no
yeah,
quitter.
that's good.
I don't quit.
Mama
I'm
ain't
not a
ain't no quitter.
But no, the
on
dating
hold.
world for me, I'm always, they always say, when you least expect it. I'm
It'll happen.
I've been least expecting it for the past 8 years.
Right?
I'm like, this is not patience anymore.
Did they forget me?
Yeah.
Did they skip my turn?
Exactly.
Where the fuck is the serendipity in this bitch?
You know.
With the way it is today, either they're not born yet or they already died.
Damn.
That's a good one. Fuck.
Her mama swallowed her.
Honestly, I
You're
don't
like,
know.
both happened. That's fucked up.
It's just I think for me it was literally never on my radar. I was like
You weren't looking.
We even had that conversation where you're like, oh, are you? I'm like, no, man, I'm unmoved. I'm not budging until I actually want to. I don't want the maybe I'll try. Or
But
I'll
did
give
you
it a
want to
go.
with your boyfriend?
I did. I actually did.
Not from the beginning,
but I
right?
think-
I'm like,
No, we were
there's a remix
friends.
to this
We
story.
were friends.
You were
No,
friends.
I'm not talking about him specifically.
Then what?
You weren't looking for it when you guys started. Like,
No, not
were
at
friend-
all.
that
That's
friends
what I'm
with
saying.
someone.
So
Yeah.
what changed?
Expected it.
I don't know what changed.
Because he was in front of her.
Yeah, it
all
was like
along.
a light switch.
He was like this.
And then all of a sudden it was, like,
a
oh,
light.
you. But he
it
was
was
there
like a
all
light
along.
switched on. It was weird. I don't know. I can't
There's
even
still hope.
explain it.
Maybe there's somebody in front of you. And then
You never
You
know.
never know, man.
Maybe. I don't think.
But I
so.
remember-
My
Watch,
dog-
watch the next guy in the
You
gym
had
who
even
listens to the
said
podcast.
it.
He's like right
I
in front of her.
remember.
Like,
You
know,
had
like-
even he had even mentioned. He's like, okay, well, what about him? He's your type, a nice guy, and
She
good
said, "Fuck that
morals."
shit. You
And I
ain't
was
gonna tell
like,
me what
no,
to
I
do.
don't see him like that. You're okay, fine.
Yeah, but that was her answer to all men.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
True.
So now, was it because she wasn't ready? Or
Jaded?
I think.
I think I was
it's 'cause I'm
jaded
not
for a
ready.
very long time.
you think it's because you're not ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay.
I tried and everything, and I think everyone's like, oh, you're so picky. I'm like, first of all, at this age, after everything, we're allowed to be picky.
I like what I like.
Selective.
Selective.
Oh, look
But-
at you redefining the word.
I think maybe I'm not. I don't think I'm ready. You know, and
What would make you
I
ready?
want to say because I'm a little bit selfish with my bodybuilding and with my schedule
Right.
and everything. I'm like, where in the hell would I fit this person in?
Which is honest.
But
So that's exactly my issue.
But
Right
it's an honest answer.
it's,
Like, where
it's
do you
now.
fit
But,
them?
The thing
but
is,
if
if
you
you-
meet somebody that really triggers you,
of course, you're
you're gonna make time for them.
That is true.
100%.
You make time for the
That's the
things you
big
want.
difference. And the thing is, it could happen at any time, yes.
sure.
But you have to be open. Because if you're blocked in your routine, if you only go to the work, to the gym, and come back home, except if you,
I
you
went
know,
out on the weekend.
you went back
So
home
happy.
at 9.
Where'd you go?
No, I was actually downtown and I saw someone I knew. It was like 10:30, and the first thing he did, he was like, "What are you doing out of your bed on Saturday?" And I said, "Yeah, I came out. I went out." And so I'm starting to kind of
Okay.
Take yourself.
but like.
Did you
I'm
go out with
okay
your? Did you go out with
not-
friends? Did you go out with
Yeah, I
like?
went out
yourself?
with a friend, and we were walking downtown, and we went to dinner and stuff. And she's single too.
She was doing her 10,000 steps.
I was. I
She
did
was like, "Fuck it, I'll do
20,000
them
that
at Old
day.
But you
Boys.
see what she did? That's like what my cousin was talking about. You went out with one of your girlfriends, one of
Yeah.
the girls. You guys went to dinner. That my cousin now she says basically in terms of like doing the things that they enjoy without like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
a dude
Yeah,
or whatever.
you've
Like they go
invested
out
in that.
with their friends,
That's
with their
right.
girls. They travel. They do all these different stuff that not necessarily with like a partner at this point, right?
Right.
I will do it alone too. I went on vacation alone. I'll
Yeah.
do things alone, and I think that's too is like I'm so okay being alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not lonely because people are like, "Aren't you lonely?" I'm like, I'm not lonely. I'm alone. There's a difference, and I'm okay being alone and doing things alone. So, and yeah, I'm a bit selfish in my schedule and stuff too, but I'm okay with that. And I know that I'm not gonna meet anybody at 7:30 in my bed on Saturday night. But like I'm okay with that right now, and maybe it is because I'm not ready. And when that person comes into my life unexpectedly, 100%, if I really like that person and we really connect and
You'll
there's
make
the
the
energy,
time.
then yeah, I'll it's gonna take one hell of a man to make me move the dog bed from that side of my bed.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
moving the dog
I love
bed.
it.
That's Winston's spot and staying
That
that
is
way
a
forever.
standard.
Well,
And that's what I tell guys when they're like, I'm like, get a dog. Just get a dog.
but do you really want to date though?
I'll be
Like, if you would have a
open to-
good guy in front of you, would you actually be able to see him?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
No,
being
but that's what I'm
100%
saying.
honest. Am I open to dating? Yeah, if somebody asks me out or whatever, I would definitely go out and
Out of curiosity.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, curiosity and yeah, to go out and to meet people. I'm very open to meeting people, but at the same time, I'm not going to waste my time or another person's time
Yeah.
either. If there's nothing there, if I don't feel the energy, if there's no connection, I'm going to say
Yeah, but if you don't feel
nice
the
to meet
energy that first time, maybe
Yeah.
it was an off day, maybe it was. You think you're gonna hit a home run on the first swing?
I'm not saying it's love at first sight. You fall in love,
No, but I'm saying
like you have to connect with the person because sometimes you'll be talking to somebody and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh no, I agree. Those
you know,
who
but
don't.
This
yeah,
is true.
I've gone on a date where I literally sat in front of the guy for 5 minutes and I was like, I'm gonna go now, and he was
Yeah.
like, You're out.
What
I'm
what
like, yeah,
what
bye.
what did he say to do that? Like in that sense?
I don't really care. I
They
was
just
like,
talk
"Okay,
about
bye."
themselves.
No, meaning sorry.
I was like,
Like what did he
triggered
say
that
that
they
nice to meet you, but
that
this
gave
is-
you that vibe?
You
to
just really like it was like so bleh.
bland?
Yeah, and I was
You
like,
got
I
the
can't.
ick. She got
Yeah.
the ick.
But I like I went to dates where we spoke, we had a nice conversation, everything. But at the end of the date, you're like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, we're probably better
you
off
just
watching.
know.
What's up?
You
Just
do
No, you
No.
don't.
No,
Or
you
you're
do.
like,
No,
I
you don't.
When I stopped doing the
You're the perfect example.
maybe and
Oh?
no, it's not true
Yes,
because I didn't have that in my mind,
but that's it.
and he didn't come at me
so
like
you didn't
that
know,
either.
and then you knew. He was in front of you. You didn't know.
But he didn't come in as a romantic thing or a suitor.
That's
He
why I
didn't
don't believe in
try.
the
He
love
did
at
approach
first
you.
sight
Yeah,
thing.
no,
He
that
did.
one. Yeah.
He
No,
did. Well, yes, he
no.
did.
When did he?
When you had your triangle thing going on there.
Triangle?
triangle thing?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Triangle. What is he talking about?
When you guys were always hanging together, all three.
He thought you guys were a thruple.
Oh, the truffle. the truffle.
You see?
I call it
See,
triangle.
I'd see. I wasn't on my radar.
No,
I
but
didn't
it
see
was in
that
front of
way.
you.
But because it wasn't on my radar.
But that's what I'm
you
saying.
know what I mean? Okay.
So
fine,
it was
whatever.
there.
If
Did you
that's-
ask him?
I did.
Was he
Says
trying
no.
to make
he
an
says
angle?
He never actually entertained the thought.
I believe that.
Yeah, he told me I never ever. He said, number one, you're taller than me, and I didn't think you would be into
Interested?
me. So I kind of knocked that out of the park a long time ago. And then he was like, it never crossed my mind. He's like, yeah, you were a really attractive, pretty girl, and I liked, like photography with you and stuff like that. You were chill, but he's like, it never crossed my mind. He's like,
So what changed for him?
I think it was, I like I said,
Proximity?
it was just like, it was just the fact of familiarity.
No,
I
because-
guess.
No, I laugh, but I laugh
But it's
because
the
like in my
familiarity.
brain,
It's like
I was
we
like
realized,
proximity
there's a lot
didn't
of
change
common.
much, but it's okay. I don't think about the height, but I thought it was. It's
He's
cute.
calling him short.
He is short.
Yeah, but like I said, you see that?
He's
That's
a
cute,
short
though.
king.
The short king. Ah,
That makes you a tall queen.
That's right.
Oh shit! Haven't
we
heard that
have
one
to
before.
we have to kind of stop that stigma. What is it? Like that stigma
The
of
stigma.
like tall women.
Do you have
and
guy
short
friends?
men?
Single guy friends?
A few. Yeah,
Okay.
I have a married guy friend. I have
No, I'm
a
talking about the
guy
single
friend.
ones.
Yeah, I have
Singles.
single guy friends.
And there's no. They're good enough to be friends, but not good enough to be partners.
Now I'm trying to think if they're all single because I'm
She's like, maybe they are.
Because I
See how that changed very quickly?
I know, like, well, one was single. Now he's not that single. He's
not
seeing
that
somebody.
single? What the fuck does that
Well,
mean?
Hey, he's
like,
he's
there's
single light.
levels. He's like,
He's single on weekends.
Single
just
light.
met
Single
her.
light.
He just met her, so they're like dating, But yeah, no.
That sounds like a guy. I'm not really seeing someone, but it's
so-
complicated. But I might be dating her. I don't know.
I always get a crush on the guy that's married, and I'm like, really? Why does he have to be married?
It's like a subconscious thing.
Maybe you curse on him because you couldn't have him.
Is that still a thing? Is
Oh
that still a
yeah,
thing?
100%.
It's still a thing?
Oh, 100%.
Fuck.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, both my gym crushes are
100.
No,
married.
not me anymore. I used to see it as a challenge, but not
Challenge
anymore.
accepted.
Like that motherfucker easy. Yeah.
No, the minute she gives me a sign, regardless if she's around, I'm like, oh, let me make your dreams come true. dog.
That's why I said this motherfucker easy.
I'm gonna be your favorite naughtiest secret.
You're not gonna tell anybody.
Your
I
favorite
used that
sin.
line on somebody. They really like that line.
Oh shit!
I think for me,
I want to be your
it's-
hottest regret.
Okay, La. Write these down, okay?
I know. Mentally, I'm writing them down too. I'm like, okay, all right, next. Sorry.
I'm like, that's a good line, but yeah, no, I forget all of them.
Definitely.
I think for me right now, it's because I have everything that I need in my life, and like I'm okay. Like I have my kids,
Yeah.
I have my friends. It's everything that I need that makes me happy. So when the least expected guy comes along, he'll just add. Like I don't
Yeah,
need
absolutely.
to
He's an
have.
addition, yeah.
Would it be nice? Absolutely, it would be nice.
No, but the question here wasn't do you need, it's do you want.
Of course. I mean, not everybody.
Not everybody
wants,
these days, yeah.
No.
Would I want to meet somebody? And absolutely, it would be really nice. But I'm okay with the way things are right now. So that will be a nice bonus when it happens. But
No, but the reason why I'm trying to make there's a difference between needing and wanting, right?
of course,
Like you don't need anybody right now. You're good.
Yeah.
You have your routine. You enjoy spending time alone. You have your work.
I
you have
love
your,
spending time with my kids. On
Exactly.
Sunday, I brought my kid the 2 girlfriends out. And like I'm okay with that. I'll spend
That's
time with
cute.
my family.
You like kind of chaperone them.
Yeah, well, my kids were away, so I said, okay, let's go to dinner, and I brought the 2 girlfriends to dinner instead of.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's cute. That's
and
cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But the difference is if you go to the gym and you want to gain 10 pounds of muscle, you do the work.
100%.
Oh,
If you want somebody in your life of quality, you have to do the work.
what's the work,
For
bro?
sure.
Dating. You're not gonna Amazon Prime
Not
him at
me,
home.
But okay, the
Uber
date-
delivery.
but it's where do you meet these people? Because we tried the dating sites. That's a dead end. That they
Which
should.
dating apps did you try just out of curiosity?
I tried all of them: Hinge and
Bumble.
Match,
Oh.
and Bumble, and they should be all called
Bullshit.
leftovers.
Here's the ironic part.
Cycle.
Listen. The ironic part. My same cousin I talked about. Her daughter, the 21-year-old, she works for Bumble, and she
shit.
yeah. So ironically, her mom gave up on
Tell
She
her
didn't
it
give him the
sucks.
premium edition.
And her,
Oh, my
her
God.
daughter, she works for Bumble. Like she's like an event coordinator for Bumble. So she,
shit.
like at the university and stuff. There's like
They
she
do
puts,
events.
That's what I'm
didn't
saying.
know.
I saw it on that TikTok.
She puts on the events and all these
They
different
do
stuff.
live events where they invite singles of their
Yeah.
the privileged ones, accounts.
The ones that pay.
Yeah, I guess from the
pretty much.
region, and they get invited, and you can do some
And that's
Bumble
exactly,
Live.
And that's exactly what she does. So that's the ironic part. Like her mom is like,
Was she invited to
no
those
to
events?
dating, and her daughter's like, well, I can pretty much put together anything for you. But yeah.
I even went
Imagine.
speed dating.
I'm trying that soon.
Don't.
Oh, you
I've
didn't do
never-
it yet?
No, I'm doing it for
Oh,
the
no,
experience.
you-
Really?
Shits and
It
giggles.
was
They called me again.
awful.
That event here in Montreal.
Yeah.
They called me twice, but every time it's
Had
before I
you
travel.
went?
Where is it? I'm gonna go with you.
No, you have to send. Check this out.
They
So
got to vet you.
You have to send.
They have to
something?
vet you. You have to give like a whole profile, send a picture.
Oh shit.
I mean, like,
Right.
it
Very
makes
dedicated.
sense.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Wow.
Because you can get a lot of,
Yeah, but then I saw
but
their
people can
pictures.
still lie.
Then I saw their
That's
pictures
true.
of the people there, and I'm like,
Wait, you get to pre-screen because if
They
I would have
pre-screen.
pre-screened
They
the last
pre-screen.
one,
because now I'm starting
I
to
would've saved
believe
some time.
that what I see of me is not necessarily what people see of me.
of course not.
But that's
Yeah,
what she
that's
said at the
true.
beginning.
No, but what I mean by this is when I ask somebody, let's just say, to match me with somebody, and then they introduce me somebody, I'm like, you see me with her?
yeah.
Damn,
Like,
that's fucked
really?
up.
And it's not even a
But what you
question
mean by that?
many things. So it's not necessarily only based on beauty.
That's
There
what
could
I
be-
meant. Like, what
there
you
could
mean
be
by that?
beauty, but it's mostly like energy, personality, and everything like that. I'm like, really?
Yeah, but how do they know your energy and your personality
Yeah.
by a profile?
I'm not talking about the I'm talking friends.
Oh, okay.
No. The speed dating thing, I don't know. They just see your age, you see whatever. They even ask you
And
your
that's why you don't match
finances.
friends. Because
your
you
finances.
No, but I would actually think if somebody would ask me, if I had single friends around me, and they would ask me to find them somebody,
you would?
yeah, of course.
I don't know if I would
I've done
anymore.
it a couple of
Back in the
times.
day, I would easily. I love
couple of
doing
times.
that.
Well, I
But
had a
now,
lot
no.
more single friends around me. Now I have none left, literally.
So let's match each other with somebody.
The thing is, the only people, again,
You don't know
'cause
anybody
your type,
single.
no, her type is very gym-esque.
Oh, like a gym rat.
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know nobody
but-
like that.
I'm not an asshole, okay?
No, but the way you were
Because
describing
people
last
are
time,
like, their first thing is, oh, I don't have abs. I'm like, it's off season right now. I don't either. But
I like,
like
how
the
she
explanation.
justifies
I like
it.
that answer.
I'll have them in 2 months.
But when I'm out season,
I'll
in
have
Right,
season,
right now.
But I'm like, you don't have to have abs just because I'm a bodybuilder. Or they're like, you'll only date a bodybuilder. I'm like, that's not true.
No, but
but you want someone who's fit, right? Like who takes
Absolutely,
fitness
because
and health
let's
in
take
mind.
keep it real.
himself.
The way you look now because of your hobby is a particular type of men that enjoys that type of
Yeah,
physiques.
but that's the thing too. Exactly like we're going back to the beginning. A lot of like maybe men don't find this attractive. That's okay. It's not like what they think is beautiful might not be me.
do you find what you're optimal when you start training? Let's just say when you're at your peak training. Do you find that feminine?
I think I'm very feminine still.
Yes.
I have a lot of muscle mass for a woman, but I think I'm still very.
But
feminine.
you said it yourself for a woman. You're doing
Well, yeah, because not all women have this muscle mass.
No, but I'm saying
Right.
because, and again, I'm saying this
But
because
I've
I
gotten a lot
read an
from men
article
too
about
that
it.
I look very masculine, and I'm like, well, that's your opinion. Good for you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Again, at the end, it's their opinion, their taste, whatever. And I'm not here. I'm just wondering, even you, when you get to your optimal, the only thing I don't like about bodybuilding is the whole bronzage thing there, the tanning.
Oh, that's horrible.
What is that? What is that for? Like that's
It's
for
to show more
definition.
muscle.
Yeah,
muscle
it's
definition.
That's what I thought.
It's
But it's
horrible.
like-
yeah, it's really bad.
Yo, guys, man, I'm like, you guys are dripping and no, it's too much. And it's like scary too.
Are there people who don't do it? Like let's say if they're in competitions, they refuse to do it, or
You could refuse to do it, but then on stage you don't have the same.
You
look,
won't
right?
see. Okay.
Because
Like
with the
the
lighting and everything, the guy was
contrast, yeah.
explaining to me,
Yeah.
the angles and the shadows it does
Right.
because of that is
Yeah.
different. And they put a lot of oil for it
So
to
really
be
shines,
more,
yeah.
That's my
Glossy.
next job. My
Hey.
next job is gonna be the girl that buffs the guy at the.
And you never know. You might.
They'll be like, "Why?"
That's maybe where you'll meet your guy.
You never know.
Let me help this. This part is not going to be under the stage.
Wait, tuck, and
Yeah, you
The
never
butt.
know.
And that's why, meaning that your type of physique, and again, this goes back to the models that are super skinny or who's overweight, bigger people, now more muscle and stuff like that. Those are particular niches, let's just say, in the dating world. And well, in your chat, like your boyfriend is shorter than you, right? You're kind of short, so it's.
I'm short. Yeah.
I don't think you would. Well, you could find somebody shorter than you. I'm pretty much sure.
I've met short guys, but
Shorter than you?
I'm a short guy.
You're saying like it doesn't exist. It
No,
exists,
how
bro.
tall are you?
I'm 5'2". I'm really small. So
No, but it still exists. This guy's like shorter than
does.
you.
Yeah,
Of course.
there's-
You have
there
guys that
are
are
a lot
5
of-
feet.
Isn't that a small person at that point?
Under 5. Under 5.
Come on.
I know a lot of guys that are my height or shorter too.
Yeah.
For me, I'm attracted like.
Are those like
because of
hobbits or something like that? How does this work?
Stop hating on the
I
community,
would
bro.
like a guy that's bigger than me in height, and he's got to be more muscular than me.
But that too is another story right
But that's
there.
what I'm attracted
You
to.
wouldn't date a skinny African dude.
If he is
Why
smaller
you gotta
than
be
me,
asking, bro?
I can't date him. If he's smaller than me, I'm gonna break him in half. If the guy has smaller legs than me, it's a no go.
But you see,
Oh,
that's
the
that,
lanky legs.
that reminds me
it's
of
not
those
attractive to
no.
me.
of those dating statistics that you have to put in. So, what age to what age do you date? Can he be younger than you?
He could be younger than me, but
how
he has
young?
to have a very good maturity because I met 35-year-olds that I've met 50-year-olds that are super immature, and I'm like, what the hell?
No,
Yeah.
but how young would you go? Because I had this conversation with my daughter.
I think 35 would be the big cutoff. But this is the thing, because everyone says age is just a number. That's not true.
No, I don't agree.
I'm sorry, I 100% disagree
Depends.
with it.
No, she's right, Sid.
Yeah, okay,
No,
it
I just-
depends.
yeah.
Listen,
Legal is legal.
That's for other purposes.
yes, but
Yes,
for other
activities.
purposes, I don't know if I'd be able to do it just because my son is 21. If they're in their 20s, it would be very difficult because
Yeah, it makes sense.
I would feel like they're like my kids' friends.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Isn't that the beginning of any good porn?
No.
Wow.
yeah, but that's for other purposes. To get into a
To
relationship,
date, relationship. I get what you're saying.
I think there's a level at our age because of the age of my kids. And if I meet somebody that doesn't have kids that wants kids, sorry, I don't care how much we like each other, it's not going to happen.
That makes sense.
I am not having other children. Everyone says, well, you never know. I know. There is not another child coming out of me. Impossible.
But a
if-
couple going in. I'm just-
If they have.
Sorry, it was too easy. It was getting way too serious.
Oh, my
Had to throw a little
goodness.
joke in there. Sorry.
If they have really young kids,
Yeah,
don't like
could
other-
you do that? Like, what's
Yeah, I understand
Under
at 100.
five- under
You don't want to
five?
raise somebody else's kids.
no.
under
like,
5? It's like, oh, no.
even under
You-
12,
even
I'd be
I was
Yeah,
gonna
like,
even
say-
under 12. It's true.
She's probably not.
but
yeah.
again, if you really love the person and you get along, but like I'm not babysitting your kid or raising your kid.
Hell no.
Like you,
But you're never going to get to that level because that's going to be a deal breaker from the get go.
I'm just if
Yeah.
they have the same age kids, it would be great. Or around the same age, or
Or
if
no
they're
kids.
older and they
They're
don't
adults
want
and
kids.
we don't care, yeah.
Or don't have kids.
But again, like you said, if you really connect and you really love the person, you'll adapt. Just the no kids thing. Like I met one guy, he was 35, he was really nice, but he had no kids, and I was like, I'm not cutting off your life. Like I'm not going to cut off
Which
your
is-
life because if you like, if all of a sudden we
Selfless.
really love each other, and then you're like, I want children, I'm going to be like, what? No, and I also don't want to hurt myself either. So yeah, it would be like the age thing would. I say 35, but it depends on if they have
the person.
Yeah,
No, but you realize, even if you say 35, 36, so it's between 36 and let's just say,
So what's your number?
wait, he has to be taller than you, more
yeah, but I'm picky.
stronger than, no, but I'm just saying the number, like like you're going down to 2%.
100%. I know that.
100%
I'm-
of 2%.
Yeah, I'm making my.
What's your number?
I'm making
My number,
it-
the youngest I would go?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Me, it's all a question. No,
No. You have to care. There's
Yeah,
a
but
number.
for
There's a
a
number.
relationship, yeah.
No,
Like,
because
are you
technically,
going to date a 25-year-old for a relationship?
I wouldn't mind.
A 25-year-old.
I wouldn't mind. If
Or
she's
she
mature.
wanted kids.
For a relationship.
No, but that's a
But that's
conversation.
the- that's
not,
the-
yeah.
I've met 35-year-olds that wanted kids. It doesn't change anything. So not having, I don't want kids.
If they're mature, 100%.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I met some 24, 25, 26 that were more mature and more
Oh,
focused
yeah.
than, because I'm scared more of the late 30s, early 40 women. Because they have a lot of luggage and a lot of trauma and a lot of expectations. And they come with this crazy attitude of, I won't settle for less. This is what I want. And they come literally like the girl from Love is Blind, coming with a fucking Excel sheet.
Noor?
No, I'm talking about the season 7
Oh, okay, no, I haven't
USA.
seen that. That's hilarious.
10 pointers. You're delusional. You're this. I don't have time for this bullshit.
Well, yeah, I agree with you there.
And 24, 25, if they don't want kids, they won't have kids. 28, 30, whatever, they might have kids, younger kids. So that's eliminated right there. I don't want to date anybody with kids. I don't want to handle your shit. I don't want to handle your ex. I don't want to
I
handle
don't
anything
want
like
to
that.
be like with the. I agree with that too.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Now there is exceptions to the rule, like meaning that this is not 100%.
of course.
Right.
But overall, age-wise, I wouldn't go 18, 19. I just find that weird. That's like that
close
would.
That's
your
why I
daughter's
said you
age?
got to give a number. That's strange.
No, but meaning that I met 24-year-olds 5 years ago. Keep in mind there, and now I'm doing like I forget I'm getting older.
Yes, true. Okay.
You ever
I
seen,
see.
you
So
seen that
they're
movie?
like almost
Was
30
it Dazed
now.
and Confused with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, but it's an old movie.
Yeah, it's an old movie, and he was like, I just keep getting older and older, and they just keep getting younger and younger. That's like a famous line from
Yeah,
that
that's
movie.
like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? He only
Nothing past
dates
25.
5 and you're fired.
And then you drop to.
But you see, if I would be in his shoes, I would probably be the same, to be
You think
extremely
so?
honest. Yeah, because if I'm rich and I don't want to have kids,
Yeah, but he's Leonardo DiCaprio. Every girl wants to date him anyways, just
no,
because
but
of
that's
who
what I
he
meant.
is.
That's what I said. If I would be rich.
But how much?
Yeah.
But as he's getting older, like how much more do you have in common with like someone who's 25-year-old? As
Exactly.
you
I
keep
think
getting
it's
Well,
older
they're
more
and
of a thing
facts.
older.
with
I think it's
him.
good for his ego at this point.
I
Yeah,
think
but
so
you understand
too.
what I'm
It's a
saying? Like
control thing.
you there are certain things that you don't have in common anymore. You
But
know what
not
I mean?
everybody
Like, yeah.
requires that. I know people that have trophy wives. Like you talk to them, there's no difference talking to them, talking to the wall.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? But
I could
that's-
never.
But them, it was mostly because they want to have pretty kids and they wanted a girl that would just shut the fuck up.
That's crazy.
And each their own. Again, I do not judge in any way or form. It's
I
just
do.
not made for
I do.
me. Now, there's other people that were like, beauty fade, so I don't care. And then I love those stories, by the way,
Which one?
where like, these people would date somebody that's not necessarily to their standards.
Yeah.
And then with time, they actually
They fall in love type thing.
Yeah.
and they grow and they become like these beautiful people. Incredible in sync.
Oh,
Because,
so you're romantic at heart. That's what you're trying to
yes,
say.
definitely.
Yeah,
But romance is dead.
yeah. I know, but you're still romantic at heart.
Yeah. I'm a big
I think
romantic
it's
guy.
Dead.
I
It's
think you
dead.
gotta
It's
make
dead. It's
it.
dead.
It's on life support. It's not dead yet.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
dead. Game over. It's
on
fake.
life- it's on life support.
fake. It's an illusion.
Woo!
Women want romance not for the good reasons. They want it because they expect it.
And what do men want?
No, because they.
But I agree-
they
because I
want
agree with
we
that
were
line.
fed
movies
that.
and they think
We
it's
were fed
real.
this since
Fed
we were
what?
little, like girls, like the
movie
prince
thing,
and the
yeah.
happy,
I agree. I
don't
happily
want
ever
that.
after.
But
Yeah,
now
that's been
being
Guys didn't get that.
romantic, they're like, yeah, because even on dating apps, I'll give you a simple example. This girl wrote once, she's like, if we connect, whatever, try to be original.
She did not say that.
I swear to God. And I'm like, she's a beautiful girl. So I'm like, you probably have at least 300 people in your DMs right now. And I have to find a way, without knowing what they wrote, to be fucking original.
I don't even know what that means.
But this is condescending, number one.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with standards. This is just condescending. You don't tell somebody, well, be original, be funny. Like, what am I, your jester, your muse? Like, what the fuck? I
who
find
the
it
fuck
So
are you?
insulting.
you're taking it the wrong way.
No.
No.
No,
I'm
wait,
not.
but I'll explain. Wait, relax, people, relax. First and foremost, she doesn't say that to you specifically. She says that to everybody.
yeah.
And
Okay.
still
It's still-
condescending.
it's still-
Let me
yeah,
finish, guys. Relax. Relax,
I am
people.
relaxed.
What happens is once you actually connect with these people and you actually sit down with them, you realize that they go through. So you find the dating world messed up. So when you're on dating apps, how many matches did you have?
I didn't have very many.
Okay, so imagine now if you would have had 200. How overwhelming and how headache it would be.
I'm still trying to find where she wasn't, because it is at the end of the day.
Meaning this, you catch them at the end of their patience here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
that's still,
Then you
that's
should
still
not be on
being,
them.
Some
yeah,
people
fine.
call me an asshole because they caught me on a bad day. It happens.
Yeah,
now,
but
if you're gonna define
but
me,
if that's in your whatever
Yeah.
you call bio, that's every day. That's
so
not on a bad day.
Once I saw
Yeah.
what was written in her thing, I understood why she wrote it.
That you're, very,
Everybody
you're very nice.
I'm a nice guy.
He's not a nice guy, but go on.
But being nice is not the same as I don't-
Again,
Yeah.
like I'm
Too
saying, and I'm
gracious.
not trying to be like.
Yeah, because I'm
a
just trying to
defender.
understand. That's
No,
all.
the thing is, if you go through her things,
Yeah.
it's all hey, sexy, hey, sexy, hey, sexy, hey, sexy.
Yeah, be original. Okay.
No, but that's what they.
I'd be like,
meant.
"What's up, ugly?"
No, but no, it's more like
What the
context.
fuck?
Have a conversation. Have something. Ask me something. Just don't come at me. Hey,
Yeah,
beautiful.
but then filter it out. Then, like, because the
How
fact
can
that-
you?
That's,
I want to know what
Because
that's
you
her
wrote.
responsibility.
What I
Yeah.
wrote? Oh, me. I'm
That's
very
her
original.
responsibility.
What was your original response?
So it was on Hinge, and I think the third comment. You know how you put like comments?
Yeah.
And she was writing
clue.
about, I think, was Brazil or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't remember what I wrote, but it was like in context with that. I made it funny.
So on Hinge, like
Yes.
everybody sees everybody's like comments, or how does that
yeah.
work? Like,
So on Hinge, you can put pictures and you can put like quotes or
so
questions.
no, but meaning like because you saw everybody write like, "Hey, sexy, hey,
no,
sexy."
she showed it to me after.
Ah,
oh no,
okay.
I connected
Yeah,
with
you
her.
don't
Understood.
see what
Okay,
they-
cool. I have no
I
idea.
connected
about
with
this.
her and we started talking.
Gotcha,
and I
gotcha.
always
Okay.
ask these people when I go on dates. I go mostly on the podcast point of view. I never go really for dates.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
I'm like, so how's the dating world?
That
for
might
you?
be the problem.
It's an interview.
No,
more than
it's
a date.
no, it's not an interview. It's like a study.
Did you end up on a date?
research.
Did you end up on
You're
a
a
date with
case
her?
study,
Or?
never-
Yeah, no, we went on a date.
Okay, yeah.
And then we sit down, whatever. And then I'm like, so how's the dating world for you? And she's like, oh my God, if you only knew the amount of dick pics they get and shit like that. And I'm like, really? She's like, yo, let me show you. I'm like, so that would explain your comment. She's like, you have no idea. Look at this. Hey, sexy. Hey, hot
Still.
buns. Hey, this. Like those eyes are saliving and shit like that. And they're like, it's like the first 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay. When it's like 50, 60 people.
But I feel like guys who are doing that, they're doing it like they know they're not gonna get a shot, or they might just get lucky with shooting it out there. I don't think that's them being, you know what I'm saying? Like in that sense, like
Because
they're not
women-
trying to impress her. Like who's gonna try to? How do you know you're not impressing a girl when you're like, hey, sexy, hey, hot buns? You
But
know,
that's
you
the
know
thing.
that.
I keep
But
on-
if you get a girl like that, then you're like, oh,
They want the attention,
Yeah, it's
however they get
obnoxious.
it.
Who?
The men,
The guys.
when they
But
send
I
these
said
things.
it. I said it more often than none. I'm like, I seem incredible on dating apps because of the idiots, not because I'm amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's because of the idiots. The bar is so low
It is.
But it's
that
still
you're like,
but
hey, so
again,
how was your day, miss? By the way, what? Wow, he put more than 2 words
you
together.
getting this
Yeah.
tonight.
And that's fine. But I still think that her comment of be original it's like you eating shit for somebody else's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like
But that's the dating world today.
I understand, but
That's
you
exactly
don't have.
it.
But,
Summarize.
but again,
Leftovers.
it's your responsibility. Like me on a date, it's my responsibility to filter out and to acknowledge like this is just.
Weren't
the
you
way
on
it's
dating
Why-
apps not dating?
Yes, and I never put those things out there. No, but I never put that in my profile. Why would I
But
do
you
that?
still
That
did
just
it.
draws more headaches. Be original. These guys are gonna be like, oh, okay, you little stuck up, and then they're gonna. This is a provocation.
see it as a stuck up. I
It's a
saw it as a
provocation.
challenge.
I see it as stuck
100.
up. I see it as stuck up.
Psychologically, it's a provocation for
Okay.
sure because it's very, very. I find it's very emasculating and very condescending, and
I
I
didn't
think
find
that's
it.
how a
I
man
think she
would
was
see it.
just trying to get attention, and she did.
And she got
I
it.
think
she got the
did-
attention,
Yeah,
yeah.
she got the.
I agree with
attention.
that.
That's what I'm
I agree
saying.
with
It's
that.
like that provocation. It's like
It was
okay,
a good
well, you're
first
gonna
date.
get. you're
There was
gonna-
no
oh.
second, but yeah.
Why was there no second? No,
You didn't
that's one.
provoke her.
Why was there no
We
second?
weren't from the same, we were not looking for the same things.
Oh, okay.
She was looking for a provider. I was looking for a partner.
Yeah.
And that was that.
That's it.
And she
Simple.
wanted kids. So-
Simple enough.
You're like, thank
But we're still friends.
Cut it at the source. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. No, but after one date,
Yeah, you know.
you know if it's worth trying. And then after 3, 4 dates, you know if you're wasting your time or not.
After 3 or 4,
Damn. After the first.
No, after the first, you check pretty much the first original boxes, right? If you're attracted to the person, if she's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
But then you can, it doesn't take one date to see the red flags, their triggers. It takes time. You have to
Yeah.
spend time. That's why I believe more time you spend with people. That's why I asked you if they're good enough to be friends, especially at our age. Because when we were younger, I feel like it was a bit different, where, you were looking for specific things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But today you're looking for peace. You're looking for a partner, somebody you can travel with, somebody you can, spend time doing nothing
Of course.
Right.
without the pressure of trying to impress
Yeah.
them and
Yeah.
be original and shit like that. So that's what happens as we grow older now. I'm looking for a partner.
Yes.
I'm not looking necessarily for a wife
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
mother of my kids or none of the above. I had a really good friend of mine. He came through and he was like, yo, I met this girl, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'll stop you right there. I'm like, would she be a good ex-girlfriend? And he stopped for a second.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
question
if
to
you would
ask.
have kids with her, would she be a good ex or is she psycho? He's like, ooh, oh, I don't think she would be a good ex. Don't date her.
You
Forget
see,
it.
but
Don't do
that's
that.
wisdom.
Oh, yeah, like-
a lot of people don't
That's
think
experience.
like that. But that's what it's wisdom, right? That's what
Many
experience
headaches. This
gives
gray
you.
hair didn't come from nowhere.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
But that's something that I would have never thought of in my 20s, 30s.
Well, no, because
Right?
it's
I
like
was
the after
like,
effects. You're like,
she's
"Whew."
pretty. She'll adapt to me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
because when you fall in love and get married, you're not like, well, when we get divorced and I have to date again. You don't think that's gonna happen.
Yep, it's true.
No, but the question why I ask if she would be a good ex, meaning that she has good values with you, that she is not going to try to ruin your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Yes.
but
No,
that's
that's a good
the qualities
question.
you want as a girlfriend.
For sure.
Well, I would hope that's the
Because
bare
if
minimum.
because some people love toxic relationships.
They do. They do.
And what
Right?
happens is those toxic relationships, when they break up, and if there's kids involved, there's money involved.
You don't love
it's
it that
hell.
much no more.
yeah, but
It's hell.
they
It's a
love
headache.
toxic relationships because they're insecure,
Or they're toxic themselves.
Yeah, they're toxic
Yeah.
themselves. Mostly because they
Yeah.
believe that that's what love is. Oh, he's
Yes.
jealous because he cares.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
she or her, because
Yeah,
some
yeah, or
women
her.
are
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's going both
some women
ways.
go mad crazy.
And then these girls, they approach this situation. He's good looking. He's manly enough. He'll, provide for me. And that's her only attention. And then she's on social media,
Right.
yeah,
attracting everything else. And I'm like,
Toxic psychology.
and then guys, the same thing, right?
yeah.
Guys, funny thing is, a friend of mine just got divorced recently. They broke up, and the guy's going out every night now. So I'm like,
But isn't that the case usually? Like when
they
like
still live together.
Oh,
Like they're separating now. I'm like, wait.
awkward.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like, just wait.
No,
But-
no.
Okay.
But he's trying to get back at her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You see? Toxic.
That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
so
Yeah.
That's a
Toxic.
bad ex.
yeah. Yeah.
That's going to
yeah.
be hell for their kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People
This is
don't
Or
think
maybe
like
he's just
that.
going, because I thought like, okay, because I know like, once they separate guys or girls or whatever, they do go through a phase of when they're going out and
Yeah,
stuff like
distraction,
that. nonstop.
changing their,
distraction. So maybe that's what he's doing, because
The rebound.
maybe he's not doing it
Yeah.
also to, maybe he just can't always just be around her all the time.
That's
so
true,
that's
too.
why he's always going out
Well, he
too.
grew
Right?
So
with
you
his
should
friends.
focus on our priorities and find a new place.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
Then go
100%.
out, do whatever you
100%.
want.
Whatever you want.
No
100%.
problem.
But everybody's going to do the things that, they're going to do at the end of the day, right? So it's like,
Isn't that
yes.
selfish?
Yeah, of course. But who decides to separate?
I guess it was her.
Okay, so yeah, that was, you know what I mean? Like, so if you say that's selfish, at the end of the day, why should he care? You know what I mean? Because he's like, well,
Because
but-
he has a kid with her.
And
yeah,
he's
but
still
maybe it
living
wasn't
with
something
It's a
he
place of
wanted,
hurt.
is what I'm saying in terms of separation.
So so instead of working on it harder, his
Look, I'm not him. I'm just giving you that
saying, yeah, yeah.
perspective.
No, I
That's
get
all.
that.
Yeah.
I know he's going through a bad time.
That's it.
right
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
I get
He's probably going through
I
the
just
ringer.
find it that it's like if you're only 2 and there's no kids,
Yeah.
do you, boo boo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
to see prostitutes, drugs, travel, whatever you want,
Right.
whatever rocks your boat, it's on you.
Yeah.
But when you have a child in play, and she will forever be in your life,
Okay.
Yep.
right? And she is the mother of your kid. So at the end of the
But is
day,
he a good father?
I haven't heard the opposite, so I wouldn't know. But so far, so good. The only thing is, she was like, I don't expect it to be smooth sailing going on forward. She found a new apartment already and everything.
Okay, so she moved
Like
already.
she
okay.
she's working on everything.
Right.
But I'm saying that, these exes, and sadly, people are like, I never saw it coming. I'm like, it's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
People, they don't just become selfish, or they can get hurt
That's
and
true.
do bad things,
That's
but it
true.
can't be consistent. You can't
People
become your
don't
character.
automatically one day just, it's true. It's not, it's never a real
Yeah.
shocker.
There's little
No, no, but
signs.
that's
They
what I'm
always
saying.
had that in them or whatever it
Exactly.
was. Or you made
So would he
excuses
be a
because you were
good
in love.
ex?
My boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, he would be a good ex.
Yeah, he
Would I
looks
be
like
a good
him.
ex? That's the question.
No, you're fucking toxic. Fuck that shit.
No.
Yes.
I'm not, actually. I'm pretty decent.
The devil wears
I
Nike.
just go cold. It's like he never existed. I just move on. That's it.
Is he still
Clean
alive?
Clean
When
slate.
you move on?
Yeah.
Or is he
I mean, he's a
buried?
little scared of me, but I think it's just because I detach him entirely. Like, it's like
Who's a bit scared of you? And you don't find that toxic at all?
No, I think
A
it's
grown
just,
ass man.
I mean, I say scared, but I think it's just don't bother. Like, because it was just a complete detachment. Like, you don't exist to me anymore. Like it was nothing. I think that's what it is. And I'm like, why linger on? Why fight? Why name call? Why play games? I'm like, it's worse to just completely remove yourself and act like
I feel
you
like
don't
there's
mean anything.
other options than the 2 options you named.
Not at all.
You can be in good terms.
Be cool.
Be
you
cool
know what
about
I
it.
mean?
No, for me,
Be
it's
supportive.
That's
you know,
it. Good luck. Too bad it didn't work out. I wish you nothing but the best.
Look, I'll be honest. It
Thumbs
wasn't.
up.
It wasn't something I think very long term. Right? It was under a year. Maybe if I had invested more time, lived with him or whatever, maybe I would have.
Is this your longest relationship?
Under a year.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
just be like, okay, whatever,
What?
bye.
This is your longest relationship
Yeah, man.
in life?
In life,
No, the last year and a half.
apart
Yeah,
from
life.
yeah,
So how long have you been together for?
a year and a month.
Red flag.
Yeah. I had a lot of work to do. Like, I'm honest. Like, I had a lot. I'm not the worst out there, but I think I was.
Who do you compare yourself when you say you're
I
not?
don't know,
I'm not the
crazy
worst out
people.
there.
I'm not the worst.
Just wondering who are
But
you
I'm not
comparing
the
yourself
I was
to?
like,
No, from what I've heard and stuff like
rumors.
that, I was like,
Rumors.
wow. Like, I don't think I would take it.
Don't
to
believe
that.
the hype, huh?
So before we close the pod, I want to finish this with a nice little exercise.
please.
If I would ask your ex-boyfriend about you right now,
Yeah.
how
Uh-oh.
would he describe you?
He wouldn't know her.
Moody.
I don't
cold?
need your ex for that.
Moody, cold.
That neither.
No, I'm not a cold. If I like you, I'm not cold. Yeah, moody, cold, and judgmental maybe at that time in my
Damn.
life.
Nope.
I was a different person then, yeah. We're talking a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, bubul.
I was married for 19 years.
Oh
if
my
you would
gosh.
ask my ex, we're on very good terms. I think he would say I'm very kind. I'm a good person. I'm very giving. I'm judgmental too, but I've always been. I admit that. I don't think he'd have bad things to say about me.
Nothing bad at all.
Well, I mean, listen, we were married for 19 years. Obviously, we had like fights and stuff, but you know, I'm moody and whatever, but I don't think he would say bad things about me.
No.
I wouldn't say bad things about him either. We
That's
had our
cute.
But because
issues
you're a
and-
kind and nice person.
Yeah, and I mean, listen.
Yeah, what's wrong with
you know?
kind
We were
and
married
nice?
for 19 years, so obviously there was very good times. You know, our divorces are
Right.
divorce, and he is the father of my kids, and we do have to be connected forever.
See, that's a green
And,
flag.
It's a green flag.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, like
Everybody's
I-
wearing green here except for me.
Yeah,
Hint.
I'm not colorblind, but that blue looks red right now.
And maybe inverted.
whatever happened, and he's a very good father, and I wouldn't go bad mouthing him or anything. I have nothing bad to say about him.
Mad respect. Me. Actually, I think most of my exes is actually pretty cool. Like, I'm actually pretty on good terms with still, you know, in the sense. So what they would say, like, you know, but one thing I know, like, from a negative, I would say it's I'm not easy to, how do I say, allow to be loved in a sense. A lot of them were like, because I'm not someone who was always like
Okay.
dependent on, you know, affection, dependent on this,
A little bit
dependent
of
on
You're hard to
resistance
love.
there.
I'm hard to love,
You're like a
but
hard,
but
egg
not hard
crack.
to love at the same time. Because
No,
like,
I get it, I
you know
get
what
it.
I mean? Like, because I'll give all of those things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll give affection. I'll give attention. I'll give, you know, like give time. So that's one thing. Like any of my exes will say, like I'll always make time. I'll always do everything that I gotta do from that perspective. But I'm also very like I could also be very distant. You know what I mean?
I get
So
you.
that for sure. And it's I mean it's not a good thing, but
No,
you know it's a thing.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
Oh, and an asshole too sometimes.
Oh.
But to other people.
Yeah, but we're
Never
all
to them.
assholes sometimes.
Yeah.
What
So
about
I'm an
you?
asshole like 90% of the time, but like, you know, the 10% when I'm with you, I'm not an asshole, but I'm an asshole to the rest of the world.
No, what would they say? I'm very extreme. I would love you hard and I would just cut you
Not care.
off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
there. Red flag.
No, but if it's a red flag, yes. The trick is to keep me in the good.
It's on you
The good
to keep me
zone.
green.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't give me a reason to be
Yeah.
nonchalant
I hear that.
to a point
yeah,
that,
I
like,
get that.
I don't give a fuck no more.
Well, look,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, they're exes because like you broke up for a reason.
There was
right?
something, yeah.
There's
So there's
something.
But I'm in
something.
super good, like, again, me too. I'm super good terms with my ex, the mother of my kids. We get along. We like chat. We're actually better as exes.
I think, yeah.
As
yeah.
co-parents and stuff.
As co-parents. Well, we were good too as a relationship, the truth be told. But
Yeah.
we had our ups and downs. Life
sure.
happened, you know,
Yeah.
work,
Right.
family, and stuff like that. So at the end, it's really extremes in my case. Like, it's or I love very fully and I give you everything, or once that is
It's like 0 to 100.
exact, but there's no in between.
No in between.
Exactly. That probably it.
I think he'd say I was very impatient. I'm not very patient.
Most women are impatient.
But you're usually impatient when it's over.
Yeah.
Were you impatient at the beginning of the?
I'm just impatient in general.
I think
Well, but-
men in general, we have that ability to draw the patience from a woman.
Well, I
like
think
it's,
that's just a flaw that I have. Like I don't think it didn't.
You're
wasn't
impatient
dark-
with everybody else too.
Yeah, I'm an
Okay.
impatient person, but
No, I'm very
Yeah.
patient.
Until you're not. Because you're 0 to 100, right?
Yeah, but that's it. Like I'll wait that extra 30 minutes and then I'm just gonna bounce. And they can
is there
tell
a
me, "Oh, I'm
difference?
there in 2 minutes. I'm gone."
Because I could
already
be tall.
left.
I'm not tolerant, but I can be patient.
I thought you were gonna say tall.
I am tall. I'm tall
She was
but I'm
too
not
tall.
tolerant. But I'm not tolerant.
This was fun.
It was.
A bit depressing, but
No.
I don't mind.
not at
What was the depressing part?
I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you'll be
I'm gonna
okay.
Be alone with you for the rest of
I'm
my
gonna
life.
be like, you'll be okay. You know, you got the kids.
I'm gonna become a
You'll be
bodybuilder or
okay.
something. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I won't be fat anymore.
Do something.
Go on Love is Blind, Habibi.
Are you out of your mind?
Embrace
I don't
those
have enough
curves.
money for that shit.
I have to watch this show. I never watched.
It's fun. It's fun.
So good.
But it's fun. It just shows you the human condition.
I don't have the patience for it.
oh, you trust me,
Me,
you
it's
will.
an activity that I watch with my daughter.
It's a yeah.
We like to, take notes, criticize people.
I think that's why I would watch it. To
I got
yell
my
at the
boyfriend
TV.
into it. At first,
Yeah.
he's like, "What is this crap? I'm not watching." And he's like, "What did you say?
Yeah,
That's
that?
me.
Where?
That's-
Who?"
That's totally me. I'd be like, well, what you watching?
And then he realizes.
Walk out the walk. So what happened?
That show,
on this shit.
that's how it started too. My daughter was like, "Oh, this and that." I'm like, "Nah." Then as a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you should watch it." No, watch one episode. I'm like, "This is bullshit," but I really wonder what's gonna happen next.
Yes,
I wanna know.
I get you.
Anyway, thanks.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
thank
fun.
you.
Come again.
I would
Yes.
love
Fun,
to.
yeah.
It's a pleasure.
She's VIP. She's family.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would love
VIP.
to come again. I love it.
Family. And on that note.
Peace.